Yo, crew members, what it be?
What's going on, everybody?
Morning.
Morning indeed.
Morning indeed. We got a very fun episode today because it is almost Thanksgiving. So, Wes, would you like to wish everybody? What do you want to wish everybody?
I want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I like it.
It's super cute.
No, I mean, fuck you guys. I was being serious. I like it.
I was too. As soon as you
Dude,
said it, I was like, this is adorable.
I was so pumped.
That's
When I found that shirt, when I was Googling, honestly, I Googled Thanksgiving gamer controller. And then that shirt popped up, and I'm like, fucking perfect. Let's go.
Did you order said shirt?
I should have, but I didn't.
Yeah, we had a Halloween-themed episode, so we figured we're coming up on Thanksgiving, so we'd have a little Thanksgiving-themed episode.
Yeah.
And we are going to be giving our, well, not necessarily our top 5, but just things in 2020 this
Just
year.
5 things. Not necessarily top 5 per se, but 5 things.
Well, we're not all giving 5 things.
Well, no, true.
So what I'm saying is we're just giving things that we're thankful for in 2020 in gaming. It could be anything from...
In the gaming world.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yes, in the realm.
Absolutely.
All those words you just said, you could have said what I said.
You're the host, bro. You want to start it off? What's number 5?
Oh, I'm the host?
What you
I didn't
got?
realize I'm the main one on here.
I thought we were all the hosts.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, we're all co-hosts here. I didn't realize I
Andy.
took the cake.
Psst. Hey, there's the door. You should leave. Let it hit you on the way out, too. Why did you just look me up and down? That was so awkward.
Did he just square you up?
No, he didn't
No,
square me
I
up.
was
He
like-
gave me the eyes. Hey, what are you doing later?
No, that was not those eyes.
That was those eyes. I've
Whoa.
seen those eyes.
Whoa.
No.
I got them from my wife.
Bro, you haven't seen those eyes in 14 years. All right?
My daughter's 4, so 4 years. Fuck out of here. Well, I have seen them. I just got them today from you. It's awkward.
Start it off, brother.
Sounds very awkward. All right, so I will go ahead and say that for the most part, my list has almost nothing to do with 2020. It just has to do with gaming itself because I've realized besides NHL 21, I haven't bought a game that's... Well, no, Tony Hawk, the remake 1 and 2 I bought. But other than that, I really haven't bought anything that's 2020 related.
Yeah, but that counts.
It does. And
It's
Tony Hawk's
remastered.
fun, but it's not on my list.
If you can be thankful for something that you haven't actually personally played or personally had something to do with, you can still be thankful for it.
True.
That it's out there.
True.
Yeah.
One of the things I will say I'm thankful for is, I love God of War. I'm almost done the game, and it's
Hell yeah.
like the story of not only the father and son aspect of it, but also going ahead and just seeing, the son mature and evolve and grow. It's just and then watching Kratos go ahead and actually
Evolve and grow as well.
evolve and actually have but actually go ahead and start taking pride. You know what I mean? You start seeing, you can start hearing in his voice a little bit, you know what I mean, late past the halfway mark in the game of going ahead and starting to hear some pride in his voice.
Well, it wasn't only pride. There's a little more humility
Yes.
when he finally starts not acting like a father per se, but actually showing interest in his son.
Yes.
And shit like that. So I agree with you. Yeah. That was awesome.
Yeah, I definitely God of War has been one of the most fun things I've played this year.
You're welcome.
Oh yes. Oh, thank you so much for going ahead and let me in on that one.
Sweet.
So what you got, man?
Well, in the 5 spot for me, you know how I am when it
This
comes
motherfucker's
to...
got his shit numbered, of course.
You know when
Number
it comes
5.
to... I'm so big when it comes to nostalgia, and this, for the shit that we grew up with, this was such a great year for remastered games.
That is true.
Agreed?
You had all of which, well, I didn't get to play Tony Hawk 1 and 2 yet, but you had Tony Hawk 1 and 2, you had the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 remaster, you
Yeah.
had Resident Evil 3, which was great. Resident Evil 2, I played in 2020, I didn't play it in 2019, and it came out right before 2020.
That
It's
game
close
was
enough.
absolutely incredible.
But Resident Evil 2 and 3, so many games I loved to play as a kid, they remaster for new systems, and it's not stopping. They're still... I heard about the original Resident Evil is getting remastered.
I think I heard that too. Yeah.
I don't know if that's coming out this year or not, but if it does, that'd be another one. But yeah, it's such a good... I mean, Modern Warfare 2 was the game that we played the most, right? Online together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's literally... We would spend nights, hours,
Was
years... No.
Modern Warfare 2, was that the one that had Rust, or was that the one that had that training facility?
I think that's the one that had Nuketown, right? And whichever one had Nuketown had...
Both these motherfuckers just looked at me like I knew.
Well, you're the first-person shooter, dude.
Yeah, no, I'm not. But I sure as shit don't
yeah,
remember.
no. That's it for me though. For number 5, just a solid year for remastered games.
That's a good pick.
yeah.
Oh, and now y'all gonna come to me like I got something. What are you,
Just
fucking
give me
mental?
Just one thing you got. Say something.
My PlayStation 5. Actually, the PlayStation... All the new next-gen systems. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
It's not just one.
Absolutely.
we have been, before we started this podcast, we were constantly always talking about next gen, what they would bring to the table, excuse me, and the types of games that we would see produced alongside these systems. Now that we have them,
Yeah.
you all right?
Yeah, you're good. Now my son's making noise. I'm just saying stop.
I thought he was like about to have like a heart attack because his right arm started to hurt or something. He's trying to like fling it out. You good?
I'm good. I'm straight.
All
Good.
right. But yeah, solid next gen system. The games that we have that are going to be releasing for the next gen systems. Yeah, I'm just gonna start there.
All right. So this one is this one has more to do with us and what we do as opposed to necessarily the gaming world itself, and it has to do with the streaming. So as I said to these guys earlier before we turned the mics on, like I did not see an interest, nor did I have an interest in actually going ahead and streaming. I thought it didn't make sense. I'm like, why are a bunch of people going ahead just watching other people play games? Why don't you just play the game? But now I understand it. You know what I mean? Now I've been in it for a while, and I've gone ahead and had a lot of fun. I mean, we've done the Freaky Friday, we've done Resident Evil 2, which was a lot of fun on Freaky Friday. That game was incredible. Doing Alien Isolation, which I am going to get back into. We were supposed to play. I was initially planning to play that last night, but then we got into playoffs. Yeah. So I decided to play that instead. But yeah, dude. And then just the people that we've met, you know what I mean, through streaming. You know what I mean? Because obviously, our podcast friends like Unknown Games Podcast and What's Your Spaghetti Policy. Those guys stream as well. And then from them, I got to go ahead and have other people that I talk to in their streams that jump on ours. Yeah. And it's just the whole community is just something that I just wasn't expecting. And I've really, really enjoyed it.
Yeah. Yeah. And imagine when you get to a point where you have, because if you're persistent enough, you'll get it, where you have, 20, 30, 40, 50 people watching you stream. Because how exciting is it when you only see one person and you're like, ooh.
Well, dude, it's nice. So it's hilarious. So someone's watching I was watching Adrian play today. He's doing that 100 Nugget thing that they're doing Unknown Games Podcast. And there was a Twitter raid that jumped into his. One of his buddies brought quite literally almost 40 people into his stream, and then all of them threw up. When you comment certain commands, like certain things pop up on the screen. Yeah, it was a pickle raid. Dude, you had Pickle Rick, you had a pickled SpongeBob, people just pickled everything and just threw it out. So I'm trying to watch him play, and I just see these fucking pickled things just dropping all over the. Dude, it was the wildest thing. Yeah, and I've never seen a raid before. So I was like, okay, that's pretty fucking cool. Because quite literally, when somebody go ahead and just grab everybody from, from their stream and dump them into your buddy's stream, and then, it's one of the networking ways to go ahead and have people start following somebody else and all that type of stuff. So it was fucking badass.
That's dope. So in number 4 spot for me, now it goes both ways with Xbox and PlayStation. They both did a really good job this year. I'm going to stick more to the PlayStation side because I didn't have an Xbox One this year. I didn't play anything on Xbox One this year, but a great lineup of free games that they've had this year. Just some of the bangers they had: the Uncharted Nathan Drake collection, Need for Speed Payback, Call of Duty World War II, which I actually just downloaded. I have yet to play it, but that was free. The Modern Warfare 2 that we were just talking about, the remake, that was free. The campaign, Uncharted 4, the BioShock collection, there was a lot.
Last of Us Remastered. That was on there too.
Was that this? Well, I just looked at things that were this year. I didn't know if that was
this year because that's on my PlayStation.
Absolutely. So really good
that
year.
was in June or May.
And even though I didn't play them, Xbox did have some great ones too. They had Fable. The Fable was on there. That's huge. You didn't play it yet, but
it's on Game Pass. I'll get to
it. They're all on Game Pass.
Yeah.
Remember we looked at
them.
They
are. Yeah, all of them.
We looked at them last week.
They had a few of the Lego games that are always good, but it's just a great lineup of games. Of free games for people this year, which is a big part of what we do. That's one of our episodes a month.
Yeah, so free and new.
Absolutely.
Free and new.
Absolutely.
What?
You got anything else, or should we just recycle till you think of something?
No, y'all go ahead.
Wesley?
All right, so my next one is going to be one that's basically a given, and it is the Borderlands DLCs.
As soon as he said given, I was like, it's got to be Borderlands.
Yeah, well,
if you're thankful for it, you're thankful for it, bro. I get it. It's a great game.
Yeah, it's off of the first season pass, and I did already purchase the second season pass. Which gives you the future forms, and you get that new series gun game, which I'm actually real excited to mess with. I haven't ran gun game yet. I'm trying to talk with Clyburn. I want to get a team together because you can do a team of 4 for it. So I really want to go ahead and check it out. But yeah, dude, just like, I mean, like, I love the inclusivity of the of some of the DLCs, like Guns, Love, and Tentacles. You know what I mean? That had to do with Wainwright and Hammerlock going ahead and getting married. You know what I mean? Like, you don't normally see a game make a main quest about a gay couple getting married. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, so I really enjoyed that. Plus, it had this really creepy, like, what's his name? Is it John Walsh? John Walsh. I mean, just the kind of like balding head. You mean, kind of talks a little like this. I mean, just the real creepy type of dude. He's an actor. He's part of like all these little horror type things and like little like I can't even think of the fucking words right now.
I'll figure it out. Keep it going.
But yeah, dude, they had a guy like him in there, and he was just so fucking creepy. You know what I mean? He was the concierge in the hotel, and yeah, dude, it was just fun, man. I'm currently still playing Fustercluck, and that's just a hell of a lot of fun. Going ahead and getting into Krieg's mind, and I mean, you talk to Sane Krieg, and then you talk to Psycho Krieg, and Psycho Krieg will say something that makes absolutely no sense, but Sane Krieg goes, "No, you don't get it. They're here to help." Like, it's just the way that they do it is absolutely amazing. And yeah, I'm a fucking Borderlands fiend. I fucking love it. I've loved all the games, so.
And just to piggyback off that a little bit, I don't know if this is on your list or not. I foolishly left it off my list, but I wanted to talk about it. Like you said, the fact that they had a DLC based around a gay couple getting married. 2020 has been a big year for big games having LGBTQ representation, which is great.
The representation has been huge.
You've had Last of Us Part 2. You've had Borderlands. There was a game that you mentioned last week. Miles Morales. Yeah. So you get to see these a lot now, and it's becoming more normalized, which is what we want.
Well, I mean, and also, I mean, another thing could also go ahead and be, you know what I mean, just people of color. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, that's another one to go ahead and be like, wow, this is
Miles
really
Morales.
Yeah, Miles Morales is, I mean, half black, half Puerto Rican. I mean, you're not going to find that in almost any other game. You know what I mean? It's pretty fucking awesome.
God, I love that game. Yeah, I mean, it's sick. But
good.
Dude, I've watched like 3 people play it on stream, and I fucking loved watching all of it.
You should come over and then you can watch it in person, or you know what, you can play it. You can.
I'm telling you, man,
play
you should come through. But
I gotta find time. I will.
Number 3 was actually a big one for me, is given this year and how the pandemic's been. But Animal Crossing: New Horizons was big because that came out right at the beginning of the pandemic, and that was like literally a pandemic killer. And it was cool because it was a game that my wife liked to play, so we were able to do it together. You know, I would do things during the day, she would do things at night, and you know, we were able to, you know, both live on the same island and do different things together. She played a lot longer than I did, but it was a perfect time for that game to come out because that was the type of game you needed at that time, because a lot of people were home, and you know, if you just had a game like, you know, if you're a gamer and you just had a game like a Call of Duty, or you know,
that could run out real quick.
That runs out fast, and then you're spending more money. Animal Crossing, you got hours upon hours of gameplay.
I mean, my wife still plays the mobile game, so
yeah. So
wait, they have a mobile game?
Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you can't sync. I mean, you can't link it up to the actual game.
Not yet.
But
the time, maybe you can.
I hope so. I really hope they do that at some point.
But that was awesome, and they still continuously roll out like really cool things for it in different seasons. Like I would imagine, we haven't logged on in a couple days, but I'm assuming there's about to be a lot of Christmas stuff.
Just a couple days?
Yeah. Well, no,
awesome.
No, more than that for me. But Alex normally logs in every morning. And does certain things.
That's badass.
Before work.
I mean, that's pretty cool. I like it.
Well, you have to put in time because they have a rating system to get your island to 5 stars, and you have to put in time to get it there. And she put in all the time. She did everything.
Yeah, I've seen it. I mean, I've come over to hang out, and there she is sitting there fucking.
All I really did was
grinding it out,
doing a lot of the cataloging at first, like collecting different fish and bugs and stuff like that. But as crazy sick as our island looks, that's all her.
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
One of my daughter plays now on the mobile. We put it on my old phone.
That's awesome.
Oh, Elena loves it. All she really wants to do is just go to the second floor of her own place. She doesn't really want too much else. But I mean, you have to work a little bit to go ahead and get a second floor to your house.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. And the online, like being able to go to friends' islands and stuff like that.
That's cool.
And see what they've done.
That is
and whatnot
cool.
is dope. So yeah, that's number 3 for me.
So.
He got one.
Oh, I got a couple. I don't have as many as y'all.
Let's do it.
But for me, Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Nice.
Those games are phenomenal, right? So, you know what? This is going to be a twofold. So it was Pokemon Sword and Shield. Now, I got the Nintendo Switch Lite right before I deployed.
Yeah.
While we were doing some of our training beforehand before we left. So I picked both of those up, right? Well, I picked that up and then ended up getting the game while I was out there. But those two alone literally helped the entire 10-month deployment.
Those games got longevity, bro.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Between you know, the completionist and me trying to collect and catch everything, and just I don't know, just enjoying the overall playability of the Switch Lite. Because again, it wasn't just that I played.
Yeah.
You know, I downloaded some of the other games that I had on my other Switch while I was out there. But again, it just goes to show you that you know, we always talk about the PlayStation, Sony, and Microsoft and how they're the bangers here. But let's be real. You just brought up
Animal Crossing.
I'm talking about Pokemon.
Into which you and I have spent a lot of time. I mean, when you were deployed, you and I hit a lot of 5-star battles, dude.
Hell yeah, we did. Remember that shit?
In earlier episodes, Breath of the Wild has come up like every time.
Yes.
Exactly.
When we see a certain game, we talk about the Breath of the Wild type.
Real quick,
Yeah.
I'm extremely thankful for Nintendo themselves.
For being back.
Well,
in a big way.
in a huge
Yeah.
way. It's not the same as the other two companies, but again, they have their own little thing that works,
And they do it well.
and they do it so well.
Yeah.
So well.
Well, dude, think about this. They came into the game, the Switch came into the game later than the Xbox One and the PS4, and the Switch outsold the Xbox One.
Yeah.
That just shows you, because they, you know, the Wii was good. The Wii U flopped a good bit.
Absolutely.
But like, gaming is so much better when they're just as relevant.
Think about if they didn't make the Wii U, though. If they never made the Wii U,
The Switch may never happen.
There might have never been that transition to that fully portable style of the Switch.
Agree?
Yeah, that was just such a genius
And the
idea.
touchscreen portion of it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like that's with the games that they had and the graphical capabilities of the Switch, it would have been a great system if all it was the handheld.
Yeah.
But then that idea to have it be both, like a console for your TV that you can
be able to throw it into the dock and
Absolutely.
that's crazy, man. And that's a solid one, because we definitely don't talk about Nintendo enough.
No, we don't. And
I mean, a lot of times, you know what I mean, when it comes down to at least the big news that we've been talking about lately, they've stayed quiet. But then again, at the same time, they're not part of this current console war.
But the thing
the
is,
only thing
they don't have to be. They're still relevant
and that
with
is
what
true.
they have.
Like, I mean, the biggest thing they have coming up is I think it's going to be like March or April, like early spring 2021. There's going to be, I believe, a HD or 4K Switch that might be coming out.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Which
Yeah.
we'll
Isn't
obviously
that like
talk about when it comes.
we actually talked about that not that long ago. Wasn't
Switch
that like
Pro.
the Switch Pro? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I don't remember. I didn't remember what exactly they claimed it as, but
right. Because we didn't have too much on it just at that time.
That's a solid one, though. I mean, we talk about Nintendo whenever something comes that's, you know, super relevant to talk about. But I mean, we've, like I said, between Breath of the Wild and talked a lot about Super Mario Odyssey as well.
Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3.
Yeah.
I mean, I talked about that.
So I've been playing that a lot too.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so much
Well,
fun.
it's like again, it falls right back on Nintendo being that awesome portable console that we don't talk about all that often. But when I'm, you know, sitting downstairs and I gotta be Mr. Dad, but she wants to do other stuff, my daughter,
it's perfect time.
it's the perfect time. I could just sit there and fucking grind out for a little bit. So, for sure.
So I might be able to think of another one, but for me currently, as we're talking, this is my last one. But I will kind of go off what Anthony said earlier with the next gen, the Xbox Series X.
Yeah.
I mean, when it comes down to like UI and stuff like that, there's not that much of an upgrade when it comes down to what the Series X has as opposed to the One X.
So the thing is I saw when you showed me that I was so confused. I was like, wait, this is.
But there's.
I thought it was. I didn't think it was the next gen system. I'm like,
But there's a reason for that.
But I'd like to hear it. Go ahead.
Well, no, because so the OG Xbox One.
Yeah.
The UI is completely different.
Okay.
Into it, like I have the upgraded version of the One. You mean the One X?
Correct.
And they just went ahead and said from the One X to the Series X. I mean, they're just not going to change the UI. But if you had the original One. And then you got the Series X. There is a huge difference.
Okay.
Well, I assume it's one of those, because dude, you look at the Xbox controller for the most part. You look at the systems. They're very much, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And if people are used to it and it works, why change it? which
Yeah.
is not a bad thing.
No, it's
Yeah.
not a bad thing,
at all.
It's-
So
yeah, it's
so if people hadn't, if they listen to people and the reason they have a new UI with the 1X and the Series X is because they took things that people said they wanted from the one,
Yeah.
and they fixed that, then why change it?
And then, like, I mean, like, I guess this also falls in just within the Xbox itself, but like the Game Pass, because like I started playing Ori and the Blind Forest.
I'm so happy you started playing that. 'Cause
Oh my
it's so
god,
good.
dude! Ori and the Blind Forest is beautiful. Now I am super excited to play and the Wisp because that one's optimized for the X.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That
Yep, and
that
we
one has
did.
the 60 frames per second and everything else like that.
And we talked about that.
Yeah, we did. And because the Blind Forest is, it's just a regular run, but god damn, is that game fucking fun?
I'm glad
because
you
I
understand
streamed
it
it
now.
last week. Yeah, man, I streamed it last week to go ahead just test out my new my
I
new
saw
status
that
I
pop
did.
up. We were playing Chell, and I'm like, wait, I thought Wes couldn't get on. Oh no, wait, he's streaming.
I was
badass,
testing
dude.
it out. Yeah, I mean, because
That's
like
cool.
I use my phone now as my webcam. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? And I had to go ahead and like get the microphone stuff right, make
So
sure
how's
everything
that
worked.
working out real quick? I know it's a
fucking
little
love it,
off
dude.
topic, but
I love it.
yeah,
I feel like it gives a cleaner picture
Okay.
off of this. I mean, because the cameras that are on my phone are leaps and bounds better than my Logitech 615
Right,
webcam. And I mean, it's just it's more along the facts of just the phone was made this year. The
Right.
Logitech webcam was made probably like 2 years ago.
I got you.
I mean, it's just something
awesome.
like that.
That is cool.
But yeah,
Very
dude,
cool.
like it's just like Game Pass and just you guys saw now what's on Game Pass.
Yeah, and
That tickled my pickle like a son of a bitch, dude.
yeah, and I'm right there with it. Seeing it when you showed us that, it literally like I was gonna buy it.
We scrolled through for a while.
Yeah, I was definitely going to buy it at some point. I'm gonna buy it the second I fucking find one.
Yeah, dude, that was like there's
It
still
solidified everything that I'm doing with that Xbox. I'm so fucking excited.
as far as
because you really don't
yeah.
have to buy anything new. And not to mention when when Microsoft games release, they drop release date on Game Pass.
Yeah.
Like, and I actually, and it's on me even early. Like, Gears 5 dropped like a week and a half early. That then people actually getting the hard copy.
It's just fucking it's bonkers.
Put it this way. I mean, everyone knows I planned on getting a Series X anyway.
Yeah.
I planned on getting one. I still want the PS5 first, just because as far as next gen games go,
Absolutely.
there's more that I want to play right now.
Absolutely.
But when you showed me that Game Pass and I saw that lineup, that was the closest I have been to being like, I don't give a shit if and it probably is true. If a Series X was the first thing that I could find, I probably would have bought it. Just because I was like, there's so many games on there that
It'll hold you over until you
that
find the
granted they're-
PlayStation 5.
Yeah, that granted there's so many gaming experience I would have liked to have had that now I can have for, not necessarily for free, but basically for free. A monthly fee, I get it for free, or yearly, right?
Yearly.
Okay,
All
so
I know-
for a cheap yearly fee.
I mean, I think you can do it monthly. I mean,
It's probably more
I have
expensive,
mine
though.
Yeah, I have mine
It
set up
usually
differently.
is.
Yeah.
But,
All I know
that-
is those
that was
Fable games are
sick.
getting fucking replayed.
Dude, there was so much. There was so much. When I saw that lineup, I was blown away. I was like, there's like 600. There's more hours than I would have I would even know what to do with.
Yes.
Gaming.
100%.
Thank you, Xbox. Thank
But,
you, Microsoft. Thank you, Microsoft.
So yeah,
There we
that
go.
was really good. For me, number two, funny enough, we just talked about it, is the new systems. It's not number one for me just because I don't have one yet, so it's not impacting my day
Fair.
to day yet. But
You wanna rent
having
mine?
what's that?
You want to rent it?
No, I don't. Boy, if I had money, I'd just buy one.
bro, just take me out to dinner. That's how you rent.
That's
it.
the rental fee.
That's the rental fee. I mean, look, remember, people are going to remember this. You gave me the eyes at the beginning of the show.
Yeah,
All you
yeah.
got to do is buy me dinner now, and I'll give you the PlayStation 5.
Sweet, I appreciate
You
it.
can have it on the weekends.
Gotcha.
I got it Monday through Friday. You get it Saturday and Sunday.
Isn't that the line? I mean, you
Should-
got to buy me dinner first.
Yeah,
Joint custody, bro. I get it weekends. You get fuck yeah.
done.
But no, I mean
Sorry.
I'm thankful for the new systems. All the people that I know that have them, that love them. So I mean, it would be number one for me probably if I had it, but I don't yet. But having messed around with the PS5, like
I'm going to try and get you over there today.
that
Hopefully you can get some Miles Morales in.
shit was ridiculous.
I'm going to let you, if you do come over,
Yeah.
that's what you're doing. You starting from the very beginning, and you're going to experience it. I don't care what you play it on. You can play it on any difficulty you want, but you're doing
bro,
the
you
whole
know me.
thing. Enjoy it.
But yeah, those new systems are great. I haven't gotten to see a lot yet from the Series X as far as like new stuff. But like I said, Game Pass tickled my pickle like a son of a bitch anyway, just seeing that.
Well, I think what's
What-
going to happen with Microsoft is you're going to see banger after banger after
Yeah.
banger. The difference is PlayStation has a lot of really good games, not a lot, but they have a nice handful of games for the new system already ready to go. What's going to happen is Microsoft maybe not so much just yet. I mean, they definitely do.
But it's coming.
But exactly, the storm is a brewing, and it's going to be like banger
It's coming
after
good.
fucking banger,
I mean,
bro.
I mean,
That cold ain't the
I
weather.
mean, think about. Think about the stuff that's gonna be. I mean, that should hopefully be showing up next year for. For Xbox. It's
gonna be crazy.
Dude, you're talking about Avowed. You know what I mean? That's one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
that,
so
that,
excited
that
for
everybody's
that.
waiting for.
So excited for that.
You're talking about obviously Infinite. I mean that one. That one has
Bright Memory.
No,
What are you talking about? I thought you were talking about Bright Memory Infinite.
no Infinite. Halo.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Keep
But
forgetting about
Did
that
Bright
game.
Memory come out already?
No, it got moved
Okay.
back
Again.
But
It's okay.
Bright Memory was another one. I mean, you and I were watching the
Yeah,
trailers,
which we told them we were going to show and we never did.
Yeah, fuck you guys.
it was wild.
Okay, after
We will.
this
Yes,
podcast, we
yes.
will watch.
But yeah,
Fuckers.
dude, like I mean, there's a lot. You know what I mean? That is
Yeah.
going to be showing up for
Yeah.
the Xbox. That is really going to show what that system
Yeah.
can really do.
I'm so happy
Yeah.
because what did I say
I just need to buy a
every
TV
single
now.
podcast when we were starting with these console wars and going over the games? I said, I just want Xbox to give me a reason, just one reason why I need that.
Yeah.
Give me a game that I can only get on that system. And they did that shit from the first day.
Yeah, what was
Yeah.
it?
I think it was Avowed. It was Avowed. It was Bright Memory
Fable.
Infinite. No, Fable wasn't the first thing, I don't think.
no,
No.
Fable,
Fable
was
was
at,
the
Fable was
second.
at the end
Fable
of the
Fable solidified what was already there.
Yeah.
Fable
But,
was at the end of that whole thing that we watched. But
Yeah, but they had so much good stuff, and I was like, all right, they're doing it now.
yeah,
Yeah.
they really
they're,
are.
They're doing it now.
So excited to finally get my hands on one of them.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Wes, you want to trade for like a week?
Sure.
Hey! All right. Hey, that
Nothing wrong
Just
with that at all.
That could
honestly,
be a thing.
Just don't break it. Just don't
I
break
won't,
each other's
but,
shit.
But I will go ahead and say I just want you to go ahead and make sure you do the optimized Borderlands first because I want to feel those guns.
he's such a Borderlands guy. I love it. That's
I
fair.
I own it for both systems.
Yeah, I know you do.
I mean,
all right, let's get back on topic, boys.
Did you come up with another one, or should I just go right in line?
well, you were just into yours with talking about the next gen games or next gen systems.
But
Well-
you said you only had 4. I had one.
Yeah,
more, that's why didn't know.
you can count me talking about Game Pass as my fifth.
Okay.
So
Well,
That's
here's
fair.
the thing. You talk all the time. I literally talked 90% of the last episode,
Yeah.
and you were fucking.
I don't mind.
silent.
You were quiet.
I don't even remember what last week even was.
Exactly, because you were quiet. So why don't you keep talking there, bub?
Before I get into my first one, though, I did want to mention this after you talked about Ori. I'm so happy that you played that damn game because when you have like so many games, and rightfully so, get so much shine. Ghost of Tsushima, Last of Us Part
Yeah.
2, Horizon when that comes out, like how stunningly beautiful those damn games look. But Ori's the same way, and you don't realize that until you play it, where you're like, God damn, this is a gorgeous game.
So the really cool
And it
thing,
just flew under the radar.
yeah, the really cool thing with Ori is, I mean, you have these super bright whites and these like seriously saturated dark, blacks. And,
So it pops.
So it pops like crazy. And then you have, these hints of purple and red that are, tweaked just the right way to go ahead and make them really shine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To where like you really see it. And then these little spots of blue, like it's just
I have yet to play them.
like-
they
No,
have
yeah.
they have worked, the color wheel perfectly with this game because the game isn't supposed to be, hypo realistic.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be a cartoonish, type
Yeah.
thing. Straight up animated. So seeing that and then just like I said, because Ori, is just little white little fox kitten thing. So you go ahead, but dude, like he's
I don't know what it is.
I don't know, but yo, he is super ultra white. Just bright as hell. So it looks so good in contrast. And then they did a lot with the background. Background to
Yeah, yeah.
foreground. Because
Yeah.
you're seeing stuff really far in the distance, like mountains and other parts of the forest. Just when you're going across, you're seeing them just slide by. And if you don't pay attention, you won't see it. But I like looking at all those aspects of games.
Yeah.
So I look at that and I go, damn, that is really pretty.
Yeah, you play until you play, you don't understand when someone's
And
like,
most of the game is dark too.
Oh, yeah.
Most of the game doesn't have many things you'd go, that is so gorgeous, that's so pretty. But I'm looking beyond that and going ahead
Yeah.
and saying, damn, dude, this is just a real pretty setup they have.
it's so simple and beautiful at the same time.
Yes.
That's
Oh,
what's
and-
weird. And I'm mad that I didn't play Will o' the Wisps yet.
Yeah, dude, it's a fucking platformer. It's just a standard side-scrolling platformer game.
That's the one game, and it's crazy with all the games that are out, that whenever I see someone play that, I'm like, I can't imagine playing that game on an OLED TV with how black those blacks would be and all that stuff.
Which is why I'm really, really excited for playing Will o' the Wisp because that is optimized for the Series X. So you're talking about a 4K. You're talking about using that ray tracing, which is the big thing that Xbox was. Is
Yeah.
really about right now. So yeah, man, it's gonna be great.
But yeah, my number one, I'll talk about it more in What Are We Playing, but it's Last of Us Part 2. And it's not even close because that's...
Makes a lot of sense.
It's something that I've been waiting for a long time.
So why don't you say all the info for What Are We Playing?
I'm just listing it. Just letting people know that's my favorite gaming experience of the year.
All right. You got anything else?
Fuck no. Look, let's be honest. I'm so unprepared. I'm a bum today. Normally I'm pretty good. Today I'm bumming it.
So before we get into a few other things we have, 'cause we are going to go ahead and start talking about the Black Friday deals. I got the list up here for everybody to go ahead and hear. I want to tell you guys about something that some of our friends are doing.
Absolutely.
So the What's Your Spaghetti policy, Alex and Jacob, they really want to go ahead and try to do something for the kids in their area in Tennessee. Yeah. So what they're doing is they're doing a local toy drive for Toys for Tots. And they're asking for anybody who can go ahead and buy a new toy or something like that to go ahead and ship it down to them. So that way they can go ahead and give it to Toys for Tots. Give me the Tennessee branch of it. The deadline for getting the toys down there is December 5th. And if you want to go ahead and get in contact with Alex and Jacob to find out the address to ship it to, just email them at spaghettipolicypodcast@gmail.com. We all know that this has been a tough year, and this has also been a real tough year for kids. And I would be so sad to go ahead and hear, even more so this year than other years, about kids not having at least one toy under the tree.
Yeah.
So with doing this, with your donation, you will also receive an exclusive What's Your Spaghetti Policy sticker that they created, because Jacob is actually really good at doing these designs.
He needs to create us some stickers then.
I'll talk with him.
We got stickers.
No, I know.
Yeah, but they're not his design.
They're not his design. It would be pretty cool though to rep some design from him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
and then you will also get a personally written thank you note by Alex and Jacob. So
they can write a hell of a note, I'll tell you that too.
Oh yeah, they can. My daughter, we actually watched that video. Mm-hmm. My daughter was looking, going, what's that one? I'm like, okay. I just gonna put it on. But so please, if you have the ability, email Jacob and Alex at spaghettipolicypodcast@gmail.com and go ahead and just give some toys. I know personally I definitely am.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to go ahead and, I already have his address, so I'm just going to go ahead and send it to him. But I just want to go ahead and give that one out because, not only is this a time to be thankful, but it's also to go ahead and think about, what's next. Next is Christmas.
It's time to give.
It is. Absolutely. It's time to give.
Just like me.
If you can give.
Yeah, exactly. I would say if you have the ability to give, please do.
Look at all we have.
Yeah.
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 People that would kill to have an eighth of what we have.
Exactly.
More than that.
Exactly. And it's if you have the ability to share the wealth, please do. It's extremely important. Not for us, but for the people that have the opportunity to receive your wealth and your happiness, and give it forward. Pay it forward.
Yeah.
It's my biggest thing.
Absolutely.
Pay it forward to the people that need it.
100%.
All right. So, hey, look, listen. We're going to talk about the upcoming Black Friday deals. We're going to talk about Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo and what they have to offer this holiday season. Wes, what do you got, buddy?
So, for the Sony deals, you have 4 places that we're going to be talking about. We're talking about GameStop, Best Buy, Walmart, and Target, okay?
Sweet.
So, with GameStop, the online deals for the PS5 kick off on November 25th, and then the in-store stuff is November 27th. And that stuff runs, for both of them, run through the 29th. Best Buy, it is from the 22nd to the 29th, so it's going to be a few days past, when this gets released. And wait a minute, all right. Also you can go into the stores, and then with the stores, it's going to be from the 27th to the 29th. Walmart is from the 25th to the 29th, and then Target is from the 22nd to the 28th. So one of the first things I want to talk about is the PlayStation Plus 12-month subscription. That is getting a huge drop. So you're talking about from $60 to $33.50.
Yep.
For the 1 year.
Yeah.
So
Andy looks
I'm about to cancel mine and then get a new one.
Yeah.
No, because it doesn't make any sense, because what's going to happen is you're still going to be charged. Like you're up. If you cancel it, your subscription's still good up until that whenever it's due again.
Yeah, but then when it's due again, I'll be paying $33 instead of
But I'm
$60.
Look, it's it's one of those little cards. So you can go ahead and just get the card and
So
then
I
go
can
ahead
just
and
turn
type the code in.
So I can just turn off auto renew.
Yes.
And then when my shit goes
You know,
out.
exactly.
You know what you need to do? Go buy a ton of the cards.
I did that with the Xbox, and I set myself up for about 2.5 years of Game Pass at a locked-in price.
See?
With doing it that way.
Bet. Bro, that's what you got to do. Go buy
Solid.
like multiple. You know what? We'll go in different stores, different times, and we'll buy like fucking 10 a piece. I don't care. I'll drop a ton of money now, so I'm good for like 10 years.
It looks like for this particular sale, it's a eBay run. I'm not entirely sure if it's yeah, I mean, so there might be a limit on how many per person.
It just brought me up to bring me down.
I'm giving you what it tells me.
Don't cancel it.
For those who still have PlayStation 4s, you can go ahead and buy a pre-owned DualShock 4 controller for $30 instead of $52, and that's at GameStop.
That's crazy that the pre-owned ones are still $52. Like, that's great.
I know.
Yeah, for
no,
the PS4
you're
controller.
right. I wasn't giving you a face like you said something wrong.
Oh, yeah.
That was a face
wild.
of still thinking about how fucking crazy that is.
That's wild. What are they brand new?
Well,
Is
so
that
brand new, I think
70? 80?
they're $69 because
Yeah,
the brand new
$69.
PlayStation 5 controller is $79.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that I expect.
But no, think about this really quick.
That was really aggressive.
It was, and I'm throwing fucking gang signs
He
up
brought
here
that
too.
from here all the way to here.
But if you think about it, $52 for a used PlayStation 4 controller from GameStop, right? And I go buy a brand new PlayStation 5 controller for an extra $30.
Yeah, like, I'd want to know
Like, that's
just
fucking
how. Like, I want to know,
crazy.
like, just
Yeah.
how used we're talking. Did someone get one that's only been used for like a month, or has he been using this thing since it came out?
It's
No, it's
GameStop, so you're talking. All I can say is pre-owned. I don't know the extent of it.
Sure, because it doesn't matter. You could buy a PlayStation,
Yeah.
play it for one day, take it back, and only get like $100
Depreciates about 70% in value.
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Sons of bitches.
I'm sorry. I like nothing that has to do with GameStop anymore.
I'm not a person who goes in there anymore. To be honest, but
they've
you're
lost
better off selling your like if you just bought one, and you got rid of it.
sell
You're
it on
better
fucking
off.
Amazon or eBay.
Yeah, you're
Amazon,
way, you're
eBay.
way
Even if
better
you
off.
fucking, even if you could
Facebook
get
fucking
no, you
marketplace.
could still
Oh, yeah,
that you
absolutely.
can get a better deal fucking hooking up a friend that doesn't have one, and
Yeah,
you'd be
absolutely.
like, look, they were gonna give me this, I'm gonna $100. You'll
Yeah.
make more money
Right.
elsewhere.
So now we're going to get into the games.
Oh yeah,
So
Shaka Khan.
Shaka Khan.
Shaka Khan.
Here I am
Shaka
dancing.
Khan, Shaka Khan.
Now I want to start singing that song, but I don't want to get us in trouble.
So Andy's favorite game, Last of Us Part 2, is getting a 50% cut.
Really?
And you bought that bitch full price.
Yeah, $30,
Goddamn
and that's at Walmart.
Now's the time for anybody. I'll tell you. Now's the time because it's gonna go right back up
Yep.
as soon as this is over.
That's
Another
true.
one that's a 50% cut is going to be Watch Dog Legion. That one's also going down to 30, and that's also at Walmart.
It should stay there.
The one you guys have been talking about, and I know you guys are ready to play, Ghost of Tsushima. That one is looks like a 40% drop, so you're getting 40. You're paying 40 for it instead of 60.
Better is better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool with that.
That's at GameStop. I mean, but
Nope. Not going there.
but it's new. You know what I mean, dude? They're talking about new. It at least with new.
He gave me the hand. Did you see that?
At
The
least,
whole hand.
but hang on a second. At least with new, the company still gets the money. The developers still get the money. If you buy it pre-owned from GameStop, they get nothing, and all the overhead goes to GameStop.
That's why I still wait. Oh, Andy just done
I
flicked
was
the,
just saying,
flicked the air.
you know what the funny thing about the hand is? Like that was just his respectful way of telling you to shut the fuck up. Is all that was.
Isn't that all
Shut
it ever
up.
is?
Shut up. Listen to me.
Yeah. So anyway, a lot of times when we buy our we don't buy used, but we'll. Andy, you do the same thing. We'll wait. Don't worry. I wasn't trying to be a toddler starting a
I thought you
fucking
were about
car
to
like you
woo-woo.
were. A couple. Whoa. Anyway, we'll look for our games on the PlayStation Store.
Yeah.
And we'll wait until we fucking have PlayStation. What is it? PlayStation yearly game.
I will say.
PlayStation Plus.
Thank you.
I will say right now, PlayStation is doing a Black Friday deal.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
until
always do.
they
so
are running that right now. I haven't looked into what's in it.
I haven't either,
but-
but a lot of the times it's right now. I think it's 50 to 70% off certain games.
Okay. Word.
Yeah. So and PlayStation's always good for like 70% off, which is crazy.
Another game that is half off that I've actually been hearing Alex from Spaghetti Boys talk about is Days Gone.
Yeah.
And
I actually just saw some people
there,
playing that.
there is an update for it. You know what I mean for the 4K 60 frames per second, and so that's
cool.
$20 now instead of 40,
Ooh.
and that's at Best Buy. This one I actually really want to buy. Crash 4. It's about time.
Oh yeah.
I've heard nothing but great things about this game.
It's Crash, bro.
And that's another one that's half off, so that's 30 instead of 60, and that's at Walmart. Resident Evil 3, so you're talking about the remake. That's at Best Buy right now, and that one's for 15 instead of 40.
Holy fuck!
Yeah,
So
dude, that's
good.
a dime deal. Marvel's Avengers is into which they actually have a new DLC. They just dropped a trailer for it for Kate Bishop, who is the next person for being Hawkeye. I've actually heard that. I mean, that's helping really boost. People trying to get back into that game.
What,
So,
DLCs of characters?
well, yeah. I mean, new characters. New characters. They haven't had before.
Yeah, because everything I've read, that fucking game flopped like a motherfucker.
Wait, which
Oh,
one
dude,
was
they've lost millions.
Yeah.
Millions of dollars with that game. Marvel's Avengers.
this
Yeah,
is a little-
Squeenix has lost an insane amount
Yeah, I
of
would
money.
say a little
Really?
off topic, but that game was supposed to be like awesome. Nope.
That game was supposed to be like game of the
You
year.
know,
type.
That
I'm not-
game
I'm not-
fucking took a shit on itself.
I'm not going to kill them too much because it was their first time trying it and they went with their own shit. And I wonder if that's what came back to bite them is the
maybe.
fact that, you know, it's not able to be part of the MCU. Maybe that's what people didn't like.
Yeah, different story.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
yeah. So that game is going to be $27 instead of $60 at GameStop.
I'll give them a do-over. It still seems like a fun game for $27 if you like Marvel shit. It's not a lot of money.
Like I said, Hav, Dan, and Mike play it. I mean, they all throw it down together with the multiplayer and everything with that, and I mean, they really enjoy it. They enjoy it.
Awesome.
So it's just not for everybody. I guess.
Persona 5 Royal is going to be for $20 instead of $60, and that's at Best Buy. That's another one that I've heard nothing but great things about. In Japan, it's like one of the biggest games.
Yeah.
It's also free right now if you have the PlayStation 5.
Ooh.
Is it?
Well, so it's part of that bundle.
Okay.
That PlayStation bundle, where basically they have like all those fucking bangers that were free
Yeah.
that you
Gotcha.
could play on the PlayStation 5.
Got it.
That is one of the games.
Okay.
The next one up that is actually half off, and this is at Walmart, is the Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Okay.
So that's for $30.
Yep.
And then last year's Game of the Year, Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice.
We just talked about
we
this.
were just talking about this. It's $25 instead of $60 at
That's
Best
a
Buy.
good price.
Great deals.
Yeah, and one that you, Andy, have had an issue getting into, and you know what I mean, and finding a save point. Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh God, I started the game over 3 times. 3 damn
This one,
times.
they Best Buy has it for $20.
Wait, sidetrack. What?
He wasn't here for that.
No, he wasn't.
He was still okay. So
Real quick, give it to him, and then we'll
I'll
get
give
Yeah,
it
done.
to
real
you
quick.
real quick.
Sorry, everybody. I have to hear this.
I bought Red Dead Redemption.
So I'll start it for you. So you bought Red Dead Redemption 2. I fucked up the limit too, but it wasn't as bad. It wasn't as
Yes,
bad.
I
Okay.
bought it. Now, dude, that thing is like 150 million gigs. First of all, but anyway, so
fuck.
Dude,
it's
it's
a
a
lot.
lot.
It's one of those double diskers. You got to install the data disk and then the regular.
shit.
It's like 120 gigs or something like that. It's a
Wow,
lot.
that's crazy. All right.
What I played was great, but it takes
The same hour and a half.
Yeah, dude, it
What?
takes like an hour and a half because you have to get to your very first save spot to be able to save. It's not just a game you can save whenever. So first time I played it, got like an hour and 15 minutes in. It was during some crazy ass storm. We lost power, so I had to do the whole thing again.
no.
Did it again, and then another game came out that I wanted to play, and I just
I
totally
actually think it
wasn't.
might have been Resident Evil 3.
I think it was Resident Evil 3. I totally wasn't paying attention, and I just closed the game out, went to Resident Evil 3 again. So I literally played
I've done
the
that a
same,
couple times.
I played the same hour and 15 minutes of Red Dead Redemption 2 3 times. And then the third time, I just got tired of doing the same shit, so I was like, forget it. I just missed the boat on this one. It is what it is. I'm just moving on.
Wow, that's fucking crazy.
So
Yeah.
another one that I don't even know if you got into this one or not. Death Stranding.
I got a good bit in. I just told you I can't explain it to you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right.
That's the
So-
game where I said I want each of you to play it for just 2 hours and see if you have any better understanding than I have.
So that one is currently half off at $20.
Okay.
The people I know that have beaten it have said that, and it is great. It's different, but I don't necessarily know that I like games that I don't understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. I
Yeah.
just don't get it. Maybe at some point they explain it. I just didn't get to that part yet.
The next one I have
possible.
is wow. Okay, this one is a lot off. Neo 2.
Like the NIOH.
Yes, NIOH 2.
Yeah, I played the first one.
Did you?
I didn't beat it. I
Okay.
I only got like a couple hours in. Really good game though.
Okay.
Solid game.
So this one it's normally $40, $10,
Stop.
Wow,
Yeah.
Fuck yourself.
and that's at Best Buy.
that's crazy. No,
then-
I'd be
bro,
I'd be
you-
curious to match these up.
You want to go to Best Buy?
Well, no, because remember that's where you and I went, saw Remnant, and then got it cheaper on the store.
I ain't getting it for $10 on the store.
Do you know? I'd rather look at these prices and then match them up with the PlayStation store.
You're not wrong.
Just
Yo-
to see.
yo, keep
And then the
talking.
last one I
I'm
have
look.
here is from Target, and it is Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. You know what I'm saying? The remake, and that is $30 instead of $40.
Yeah,
I
I
wouldn't
did.
even. I wouldn't even care if that was only $5 off. Buy that thing.
Dude, it brings back so much nostalgia, dude.
Look.
It is fucking incredible.
Another little off topic again. We did talk about this as well earlier, but you can't go to Target and then just go for one thing.
No.
No.
You're going, I'm going to spend $50 and this is all I need. And then $250 later, you come out with a cart full of shit and you're like,
How'd this happen?
fuck me. Fuck me.
You know what's going to make me sad?
Fuck.
If, like, you're around, like, newer kids these days that play Tony Hawk 1 and 2 and they're just like, so why is this so popular?
Oh, my God.
And then you're forced to think about punching a kid in the face for no reason?
I would punch a kid in the face.
I mean, that's a reason.
Here's the thing. I mean, I apologize now, but I'm wearing a mask. You don't know who the fuck I am. I'm going to punch you in the face and run away.
I'm punching you in the face in the name of Tony Hawk, sir. You do not
Yeah.
disparage Tony Hawk's name.
Fucker.
All right, so the next one is Microsoft. So Microsoft, you have...
Wait, that was all
That was
Sony.
just one.
Yeah, dude, that was all Sony.
All right, well, look, we're going to go play your Xbox Series X. You continue, and we'll talk about how good your
All right,
system is.
Let's do it.
All right. So GameStop is having their deals. All right, so all these deals are running the same. The same as what I said before for the Sony deals.
Okay.
Sweet.
And to start right off the gate, you are talking about $20 off of all Xbox wireless controllers, and that includes the Series X controllers and S
now
controllers.
that is a deal.
Not to mention,
So how
these
much-
dime ass fucking blue ones, dude.
I like that blue one.
That
That's
blue
badass.
is gorgeous.
That's
I like
pretty.
that blue one.
So how much is the new Series X controller?
Probably the same as the PS5.
That's
Not necessarily.
that would be my guess, but
There's
I mean,
a bubble.
But I mean, if you want to go ahead and do a
I
quick
gotcha.
search on
I
it,
gotcha.
Fuck me, right?
I've been talking with him for the last like 20 minutes.
I don't know. I haven't heard you.
Because you're not paying attention, bro.
What?
Unclog your ears.
let's see here. The next thing that I have is a backwards compatible external hard drive. So it's an HDD.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hard disk drive, external.
I heard it.
Yeah, and this is running for $70 instead of $90, and that's at GameStop.
What are we looking at storage-wise?
2 terabytes.
Okay, solid. All right.
But once again, so with it being the the hard disk drive as opposed to the SSD or the SSD.
SSD. I'm pretty sure that's.
So
what the hell
so
I am.
it doesn't work as quickly. There's certain things about it that that aren't as fast.
I
But
gotcha.
2 terabytes for $70 is fucking a lot.
Yeah,
Dude.
that's not terrible.
Let's see here. We're going to wait a minute. That was only. Oh wow! All right, this list looks a little different. Go ahead, Andy.
$65 for. Well, sorry, $65 if you want that shock blue one.
Okay. By the
That
way,
you
we're
saw.
talking about the controller.
Yeah.
Yeah. The regular, just the carbon black one is $60, so $10 cheaper. Right? You said $69 for PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, $10
And then you're
cheaper
getting
for
the $20
standard.
off of that.
Correct. So yeah, your standard black and whites are $60, and then if
But
you
the
want
blue
that
one
blue
is
one
45.
is $65. But you'd get it for $45. Yeah.
Damn, dog.
That blue one. Yeah, that blue one is dope.
I seen it.
That blue one is super.
All right.
But I don't
So
have an Xbox, so it don't matter.
Wait, what the fuck? I don't understand this.
this deal list that I have only is for accessories, not for games for some reason or another, and I have no idea why. So that's actually that's my fault on this.
So
I didn't look into it more.
give us the accessories.
Well, I did.
That was it.
With the controllers, there's also a Razer Wolverine Ultimate controller, which is 140 instead of 160,
All right.
which
deal.
has all sorts of different bells and whistles on it.
Bet.
You have the Astro A40 TR wired gaming headset, which is that's $30 less for 120 instead of 150.
Mm-hmm.
That's at GameStop. You have a Mix Amp Pro TR. To go ahead, not just for streaming and such.
Okay.
That's at GameStop, and that's $30 off. That's $100 now. You have Turtle Beach Stealth 300 wired headset, and that's half off. That's now $40 instead of $80, and that's at Target. I already talked about the external hard drive. You have Xbox gift cards. They're 10% off
Well, that's pretty good.
at Best Buy.
That's not bad.
So that's what we have for the Microsoft. Nintendo, there's
Yeah.
a bunch of games, dude.
Yeah, I want to hear about this. I'm actually excited about this.
All right, so to start it off, you're talking about the new Super Mario Brothers U Deluxe.
Mm-hmm.
That game, actually, my daughter was playing the one for the Wii, the version of it for the Wii, and she loves it.
I own it.
Oh, I own it for the Wii, and I also own it for the Switch. So,
It's a great game.
oh yeah, it's $27 right now instead of $60. This game was huge when it first dropped. Fire Emblem Three Houses. Same price as the other one. This is $27 instead of $60, and both of these are at GameStop. You have Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening, the remaster. That is half off, so that's $30 at Walmart.
Go ahead. I'll talk about it later.
You have The Witcher 3: Wild Hunt for the Switch, and that's half off. So never mind, that's not half off. So it's $40 instead of $60, and that's at Best Buy.
Nice.
And then one of the games, I don't think we played this one in particular. We definitely played one at your bachelor party, Andy. Luigi's Mansion 3.
Mm-hmm.
And this is half off. So this is $30 at Walmart.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, let's see here. Other games are Yoshi's Crafted World, and that's for $27. And that's at GameStop. You have Splatoon 2 is another one. I've never quite understood Splatoon. I know it has to do with like launching like paint at and paint balloons at people and shit like that.
Yeah, it's definitely geared for kids.
Yeah.
That game.
So that one's $27 instead of $60 at GameStop. We already talked about Link's Awakening. We talked about Deluxe. Here we go. Super Mario Maker 2. Funny thing about it, Clyburn, when he actually got his Switch off somebody from Facebook Marketplace, this game was actually in the Switch.
No shit.
I don't think the person noticed.
Oh.
But, I mean, he's messed around with this a bunch. This is half off, so it's $30 at Walmart. Let's see here. We have Mario Tennis Aces. Mario, whatever.
No, it's Mario or Mario. You went Mario.
He went Mario, and you went, that's what he said. You squeaked, and he fucking went straight like Mario.
So that's $27 instead of $60 at GameStop. This is a fun game. Pokemon Let's Go. You have the Eevee version and the Pikachu version.
Yeah.
That's half off at GameStop, so that's $30.
Damn, that's awesome.
Minecraft Dungeons, which is actually a lot of fun. I've played that on Game Pass. It is a Minecraft skin on a Diablo's game. That's essentially what it is.
That's dope.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a great time. That one's $10 off, so that's $20 instead of $30 at Best Buy. You have Mario, whichever one you want to go ahead and say.
Mario.
Not Mario.
Mario.
And Sonic at the Olympics. That's $30 instead of $60 at GameStop.
I always thought those games were so interesting.
They're fun.
Pretty cool concept.
I've never messed with them, but
Neither have I.
I mean, I figured they're like the Connect nights we've done.
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
absolutely.
doing stuff like
Yeah,
that.
it is.
You have Just Dance 2021, and that's for $27 instead of $50. Spyro Reignited Trilogy. I didn't even know this was out. That's for half off. So that's $20 at Best Buy. I love the Spyro games. When I was younger, those games were so great. Here's a game that I talked about before, Outer Worlds. At Walmart, you can go ahead and pick it up for $15 instead of $60 for the Switch.
Oh, fuck.
That's a damn good price.
Jeez.
Overwatch Legendary Edition. Overwatch is another one of those Fortnite style games. You know what I mean? Like
Fortnite, Apex.
Yeah. So that's $15 at Best Buy right now. Used to be $40. Burnout Paradise Remastered. Banger of a game. And actually, that's another one that's on Game Pass too.
Add that to the list of remasters this year.
Yeah, you're right. That one is $20 instead of $50 at Best Buy. You have the Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath Collection. I mean, so you have a handful of DLCs that are part of that, and that is $25 instead of $50 at Best Buy.
This man swallowed his tongue.
Mortal
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
I didn't realize I said it wrong. Sorry, I've been talking a lot.
Well, that's just it. We're gonna let you keep talking, and we're just gonna fucking lock eyes when we hear something.
Another game called Collection of Mana, which is $20 instead of $50 at Best Buy. You have the Final Fantasy 10 and 10-2 HD remaster, and those are half off. That's $20 at Best Buy.
Very nice.
The Final Fantasy 12 Zodiac Age, that's also half off. That's $20 at Best Buy. The BioShock, the collection, so it's the whole run. That's $15 at Walmart right now.
That's
a
deal.
Banger of a price.
That's a good deal.
XCOM 2, the whole collection, that's $20 right now instead of $50 at Best Buy. This is one you guys are going to go ahead and go. Of course, he's going to say this. The Borderlands Legendary Collection. Mm-hmm. That's at Walmart right now for $25 instead of $50, so that's half off.
What's the Legendary Collection?
Legendary Collection, I believe, is the 1, 2, and
Handsome
the...
Jack?
Handsome Jack was just 1 and 2, I think.
Oh, no, that was 1 and 2.
I think this is also the... Well, no, Handsome Jack was just 2 in the pre-sequel.
Oh, yeah.
That's
this
the
one,
is
this
the
one, I
pre-sequel.
believe, is 1, 2, and pre-sequel.
Okay, that's not bad. That's a good deal.
And that's half off for that $25, and that's on the Switch too.
Yeah,
So
that's a good deal.
You have PGA 2K21, and that's $27 instead of $60 at GameStop. And then NBA 2K21, which is not an EA game, which I fucked up on last week.
Bet.
I would love to get back to some of those golf games.
And
man. They
that's
were fun.
Yeah,
They were.
and that's $27 instead of $60.
See, now that is a solid price. For the last 2 games you just mentioned, if you like sports, PGA and NBA, for that price, solid game to be able to take with you.
You said NBA 2K21?
Yes.
For how much?
$27 for the Switch.
So it's just over half off.
You're not going to get the same graphics you would get for your PlayStation 4.
They're close.
No,
man.
but
the thing is,
the portability of it.
The portability of the fucking game. Bro, you can bring it to fucking work.
I can yam on people while I'm pooping.
Yeah.
Good night.
There you go.
I'm good.
That's enough. There you go, folks. Enough of a reason just to get it.
All right. So that's everything with the Black Friday deals. So
There were a lot of solid titles.
there definitely were.
A lot of good prices.
You just sold me on 2K21. I'm gonna talk to my wife when I get home. She's gonna holler at me like, "Babe, are you still pooping?" "Yeah, I got a triple double too." "What?" "I said I'll be out in a minute."
You mean the poop?
Yeah.
All right. So let's jump into news. So here we go. We got 2 stories. That's it. I'm not going to say if they're quick or not. I'm just going to say 2 stories.
Okay.
So we already knew that The Last of Us was getting a series, and it was going to be coming to HBO and HBO Max.
Correct.
Oh, yeah.
So-
I forgot about that.
Did you really?
There
Me
was
of all
a
people.
there was a pilot
That's
that
what
they
I was
went
gonna
ahead
say.
and ran, you know what I mean, for the execs of, you know what I mean, the big wigs of the company. So they decided to go ahead and actually get a full series order for The Last of Us series that's going to be coming to HBO. There isn't any type of release date currently for when it actually is going to show up, but it will definitely be on HBO itself, and you will be able to stream it on HBO Max.
Done.
And I don't think I've seen anything yet about anybody that has been cast as was it Joel or Ellie.
Joel, Ellie, yeah. Now, is this supposed to just follow the first game?
I
I guess.
pretty sure. I'm pretty
would
sure it's
imagine,
only
yeah,
supposed
yeah.
to follow the first game.
Okay.
I mean,
Let's hope
because
it follows the game.
the reason why I'm saying that is because I
that
know
would
that
fuck that up.
I know that at least to an extent Joel doesn't have that big of a role per se in the second one. You mean, at least in my thought process, just because not because you're mainly Ellie and that other girl.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
It transitions to.
Instead of being Joel.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm thinking that this one has to deal more with during the younger years of Ellie being with Joel. Because she was a little bit younger at that time. The next one I have is what could have been a leak for an actual release date for Far Cry 6.
Stop.
Give me that.
Yeah.
Give it to everybody.
So it
Selfish.
looks so
Me
according, and this is according to the Microsoft Store, which has went ahead and said that the release for this game is actually going to be May 25th, 2021. The original release date on the game was supposed to be February 18th, but obviously due to a bunch of delays,
Yeah, but that's not
COVID,
bad.
Ubisoft dealing with a lot of sexual harassment, sexual assault issues. You know what I mean? Like,
They got stuff
there
to
has
work
been,
out.
dude. There's been a lot of really bad things happening in that company.
Yeah.
But the good thing is that they're clearing house. You know what I mean? Like, dude, they've
like
cleared
it.
out the people that that are causing the problems, and hopefully it'll all go away.
I like that they're not fucking around. They're
Yeah.
like, let's get this shit out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, dude, you're talking like all we've ever had for this game so far has just been the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, man, that's all it's really been. But that trailer was just,
Oh my god, so good.
dude. It caught you in the feels, man. It really could. You know, just watching the kid with the grenade in his hand, just like tripping over a little bit of rubble and just like almost dropping. Like, oh my god, dude, don't do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're looking at a May 25th, 2021 release date.
That's crazy though. We only had that initial trailer, and now we have a release. Well, we have a potential release date with no other information on the game just yet.
Now, here's the thing,
Crazy.
and we are going to go ahead and actually jump into the 2020 Game Awards. Now, remember, at last year's Game Awards, that was the first time we ever saw what the Series X looked like. That was also where we went ahead and heard about a handful of games coming out in 2020.
Yeah.
So you never know. There might actually be something they're going to throw us at the Game Awards stage, because the Game Awards are like the beginning of December.
Yeah.
So, speaking of the Game Awards, we're going to go ahead and just run through a handful of these categories.
Yeah, I was about to say, if you,
I'm not
think that we should
going
go through all of them.
to go through all of them. I'm not going to go through like the esport ones. I'm not going to go through the mobile. But so we're going to go ahead and like best fighting game. Like, I mean, I know a lot of people that play those types of games. So
Sure.
best fighting game, you have Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate, Street Fighter V the Champion Edition, One Punch Man, A Hero Nobody Knows, and Under Night in Birth EXE.
I hear a lot about One Punch Man. I've never actually seen it,
You got to watch the anime first.
but I hear a lot.
I've heard
it.
a
Yeah.
lot of great things about the anime too.
The anime is fucking fantastic. It's
Really?
so good. So good.
I feel like Mortal Kombat's such a name; it's probably gonna win. Oh, Street Fighter's up there too. Though.
Street Fighter, yeah.
Yeah, well, Street Fighter 5, I think, is the same Street Fighter 5 that's been around since, well, Street Fighter 5 came out forever ago.
Yeah, you're probably not wrong. The best multiplayer game. You have Animal Crossing New Horizons.
There you go.
Among Us, which has been
That's
huge over the
huge,
last
dog.
few months.
So huge.
Call of Duty Warzone,
That's
Fall
a-
Guys Ultimate Knockout, and Valorant.
That's a tough race, dude.
That is.
I don't know much about Valorant, but those.
Valorant is a Fortnite, Apex Legends style game, but there is. I mean, the way that the gameplay is a little differently. I mean, it does fall along a little more the lines of like Hyperspace or Hyperscape, I believe, than even than like Fortnite.
But even if you were to remove that, those other four, that's a tough race, man.
It is. I would personally, I'd probably give it to Animal Crossing. If not Animal Crossing, I'd say Among Us.
I would give it to Among Us just because Animal Crossing doesn't have. It's got a multiplayer element, but it's not huge. You can play the game for 500 hours, never once touch multiplayer.
That's
it's
true.
only multiplayer when you
want
go
it
to
to
someone
be.
else's island. It's not like you're just walking around and you see other people walking around.
Well, you got to think of this as well, right? So, Among Us didn't come out all that long ago,
yeah,
and look at the name it made for itself in that short
yeah.
amount of time.
That would be
that's
my
true.
pick.
So,
that would be
and
my pick probably.
I haven't played it yet, but the thing is that's exactly what
I
I
have
would
it on
do.
my phone actually.
Do you? So
Yeah.
here's
It's
the thing.
free.
If you look at the amount of time that the games were out, and then you look at the following, I would go with Among Us.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah, I would.
But at the same time, longevity-wise, I mean, Animal Crossing has done nothing but stay steady. You know what I mean? After it peaked,
Yeah.
dude, it's been there.
I understand
Yeah.
that, but you also have to take into effect what Andy just said. You could play the game and never touch multiplayer.
That is true.
So
I could make more of an argument for Game of the Year than I could having played it for multiplayer because even
Gotcha.
with like Alex and I playing it, we don't play it together.
Yeah.
We can't be on the same game at the same time.
That is true.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we can, but it's just that the mechanics don't work the same. But continue.
So here we go for the best sports racing game. You have Dirt 5, F1 2020,
that's what Mike plays.
FIFA 21, which is always huge, NBA 2K21, and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2.
nice.
As
You're
much,
serious?
as much as I would love it, it's probably going to come down to NBA and FIFA, and it's probably going to go.
It's probably going to go FIFA. That's what I'm thinking
FIFA
too.
always makes their games good. Like
Yeah.
you never hear people complain about that.
Nah.
And usually when you hear the
wish I
drop
understood
of the
soccer more.
game, yeah, that's what I'm saying. When you usually hear about those fucking sports games, that's the first thing everybody always talks about.
Yeah.
It's not Madden. It's not NBA. It's
Well, also because
FIFA just dropped their new trailer. I'm like,
it's also because FIFA is soccer, or in any other country that does listen to us. You know what I mean?
It's
Yeah, football.
It's international, dude. It's like,
Yeah. So and I mean, dude, and that's the thing, dude. It is the most popular sport in the world.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that's
you're
gonna
right.
happen.
here we go for best sim strategy game. You have Crusader Kings 3. I think some of these might actually be mobile games. Desperados 3, Gears Tactics, Microsoft Flight Simulator, and XCOM Chimera Squad #. I'm not even sure. I'm not even going to put anything on there because only one I know in there is either
XCOM.
Gears Tactics or Flight Simulator. Because I've heard Flight Simulator it's just fun to fuck around with.
I used to play some games like that back in the day, just for no reason.
Oh yeah, at school on the fucking computers at school.
Yeah.
Best family game. You have Animal Crossing New Horizons, Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time, Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout, Mario Kart Live Home Circuit, and I believe that's the one that you can go ahead and like
Yeah.
you create it in your house.
That's sick.
Yeah.
By the way,
Yeah,
in my house, so it never works. My house is always a mess. Minecraft Dungeons, and then Paper Mario, the Origami King.
oh dude, that's a pick'em. Like that could be any one of
That
those
is
ones that you just
dude.
mentioned.
That's huge. That's definitely huge. Best fighting. I already went through best fighting game, didn't I?
You did,
Yep,
you
my
did.
bad. Best RPG. You have Final Fantasy VII Remake, Genshin Impact, which has been a huge
Yep.
one over the last like month, 6 weeks, something like that.
Yeah.
Persona 5 Royal, Wasteland 3, which I believe that dropped first on Xbox with the Game Pass, and then Yakuza Like a Dragon, which I've heard nothing but great things about the Yakuza series.
I'm
I have
still
a
going Final Fantasy VII.
Me too. I have a shitload of the
I actually
Yakuza
think
games
Genshin Impact.
not downloaded though. See, here's the thing though. I've been reading a little bit of reviews on that. Fantastic game, but it's still buggy. Like there's still a lot of
I've heard
complaints.
that too. I've heard that too because
My thing is, if I'm giving out awards, I'm not giving out awards to a company that's I mean, it's got a good game, it's got a good following, but it's got more complaints than it does anything else.
yeah. All right, so here's best action adventure games. You have Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Ghost of Tsushima,
There it is.
Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales,
Oh, God.
Ori and the Will of the Wisps,
Oh, there you go.
Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order,
This is a great
And-
fucking list.
and Last of Us Part 2.
Oh, my God.
That one is a... I
That
am
just shows you that, like I said, when we said that 2020 was fine for games, look at that fucking list.
I am not mad at a single one of those winning. I'm
Wait.
really not.
Didn't he say between us that 2020 because of gaming?
Well, I
He
said
was
because
like,
of delays
I don't
of...
get it.
Well, no, I said because of delays of certain games. I can understand why people would say that.
that.
I've already
Well,
said,
yeah, 'cause imagine
I've already
if the
said
game-
on
yeah.
air that, you know what I mean, well,
Yeah.
if you want to consider this air, I've already said on
This
the
is air.
podcast that, you know what I mean, like, we've all said we don't give a fuck about the delays as long as you give us the right content that we
Yeah.
want. But
think about this. Think about that list that you just
That
came
list
up
is
with there.
insane.
Now imagine if the games that were supposed to come out this year also came out.
yeah,
How do you get?
That
you have
list-
to make it. You have to make it like a 10 game. 10
I would say
list.
that list does not exist.
There had to be 10 games.
Yeah,
You'd have to add like 5 more to that shit.
easily.
I mean, especially, some of the ones that are earlier within this year, like Star Wars and Ori. You know what I mean? Those were earlier in the year.
Yeah.
Be thankful that we have all those games, and then still these games coming down the pipeline that we're
Yeah.
waiting for.
So good.
So here's best action game. You have Doom Eternal, Hades, Half-Life Alyx, Nioh 2, and Streets of Rage 4.
Jeez, that's an old school. Streets of Rage, holy moly!
I watched the Spaghetti Boys stream Streets of Rage 4 and they beat it in like 3 hours.
Bad.
Well, dude, the original Streets of Rage was that Sega or was that Super Nintendo?
It looked very Sega-ish to me.
Those are the games that, like, dude, they're you block out an hour, 20 minutes, you can beat the game.
Yeah. So here we go for innovation of accessibility. I'm not even entirely sure what that category means, but you have Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Grounded, Hyperdot. I don't even know what Hyperdot is. Last of Us Part 2, and Watch Dogs Legion.
Maybe originality.
Maybe.
That looks like somebody's.
Oh yeah, he's looking. Here's what we got for best VR AR game. You know what I mean? So virtual reality, augmented reality. Game called Dreams, Half-Life Alyx. I heard that one is wild as shit in VR. Marvel's Iron Man VR. I remember we talked about this in like April or something. Dude, there was a banger of a deal, dude. Like $550 worth of fucking shit for like $300.
Yeah.
That shit was insane.
Yeah.
Star Wars Squadrons, and then The Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners. But
So, innovation and accessibility is recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience.
nice.
That's pretty cool.
Okay, so yeah, inclusivity,
I like it.
stuff like that.
I love it.
Is this
Word.
yeah, that's it. Like I don't even remember that category. Is that like a newer category?
I think so.
Could be.
That's cool.
I mean, I think okay. So I would think like Valhalla would be on there because you can either be male or female, and it doesn't change the arc or what happens with the character at all. They built it so that depending on how it works, you can go ahead and run that way.
Also, I don't know if you actually looked at the website.
Also?
Sorry. If you look at the website, the Game Awards website, it's super easy to vote. We should all make sure we vote
Yes,
this year.
Absolutely.
This
I
is what
voted
we
last
do.
year.
I forgot to vote last year.
I mean, like Last of Us Part 2 makes perfect sense why that one's on there. Like Watch Dogs Legion. I mean, I can think of a few reasons why it's on there. Definitely the political landscape of it, like a Brexit style thing and all that type of shit that game has. I can understand it. So, best community support. This one, I like this list here. So you have Apex Legends, which obviously that one makes sense. Destiny 2, that one just had a following like crazy. Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout.
There it is again.
Fortnite, No Man's Sky, and then Valorant. No Man's Sky has showed up on a few of these categories to where I'm like, because we talked before about games that have absolutely shit the bed, but then went ahead and came back, and then now people love them.
Yeah, you'd like to see that game win because they went back, they realized they fucked up.
Royally.
They fixed, they changed everything, tried to make it a way better game, and now they're getting recognized for it. So you kind of like to see one of them win.
Yeah.
Nice.
Or a game like that one, sorry.
So here's best debut game. So this is like the first time that these these publishers or developers actually throw something out there. You have Carry On, which I don't know, Mortal Shell, Raji and Ancient Epic, Roki, and then this game has taken over everybody, especially around Halloween, Phasmophobia. That game, I've watched people play, dude. It's fucking creepy as shit. It is, dude. You're in a house, you're in a house, and then you're ghost hunting. But if the ghost decides to come at you, like it'll kill you. I mean, it'll straight up kill you, like snap your neck or like string you up. You know what I mean? Like in the house and shit. And
Creepy.
well, you can use the microphone and like talk shit or be like, "Are you here?" And then watch for certain things to happen, like lights flicker or stuff like that. Or you could be like Jacob from Spaghetti Boys and just continuously talk shit, and then go ahead and get strung up all sorts of different ways.
That's pretty dope, though.
Here we go for best indie game. You have Carry On, Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout, Hades, Spelunky 2, and Spiritfarer. Best ongoing game. I read you guys this one earlier. Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Call of Duty Warzone. I feel like that one shouldn't really be on there because that's new.
Yeah, the Call of Duty, the name is
Everything else on here, you know,
But that's probably why it's in there.
Yeah.
Which doesn't really give it the right.
Yeah.
No. Fortnite, and then No Man's Sky is another one. Yeah, I mean that's in this category. Let's see here. You have best performance. So this is the voice actors doing these roles.
These are the ones I really like.
So you have Ashley Johnson, who is Ellie in Last of Us Part 2. Laura Bailey, who is Abby in Last of Us Part 2.
Oh, there you go. Top 2.
Here we go. All right, give me a minute. No, it's
Just say who it is.
It's for Jin for Ghost of Tsushima, the main character. So it's Daisuke Tsuji, I believe is how you say that. You have Logan Cunningham, who is Hades in Hades, and then Naji Jeterm, who is the Miles Morales.
Okay.
Yeah, so I feel like I didn't do too bad on that.
You could have done much worse.
I could have slaughtered a lot of other names.
Yeah.
Best audio design is Doom Eternal, Half-Life Alyx, Ghost of Tsushima, Resident Evil 3, and Last of Us Part 2. You're going to hear Last of Us Part 2 on a lot of these coming up now.
And probably goes.
Best score, Best score music is Doom Eternal, which I found interesting. Final Fantasy VII Remake, which makes perfect sense to me.
Yep.
Hades, Ori and the Will of the Wisp. The Ori games have amazing music. It is like the Blind Forest is gorgeous. The music is so pretty.
Hell yeah.
And then Last of Us Part 2.
There you go.
I'm actually shocked to not
see Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm shocked as well.
The music I heard in like the trailers and thing I saw was cool.
Yeah,
unless maybe it doesn't change much.
That's possible.
I don't know.
Or maybe they rely more on the ambient sound of the area as opposed to actual music.
Which is weird because for whatever reason. Oh yeah, I do. Never mind. Carry on. I was about to say I don't remember much music in Last of Us Part 2. Now I'm like, no, yeah, I do.
Best art direction is Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, Ori and the Will of the Wisp, and Last of Us Part 2.
I feel like the list that you're gonna start that you are talking about currently are going to be the same.
Yes. Well, for the most part. Best narrative, you know what I mean? So this all has to do with like, you know, the writing of, you know what I mean, the story and
right.
you know, what I mean, everything else.
Yep.
You have 13 Sentinels, Agus Rim, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, and Last of Us Part 2.
I need to play Ghost of Tsushima just because
Of everything that's on here?
Yeah.
because everything that's on there, I'm like, without having played that, I'm like, if Last of Us Part 2 doesn't win that one specifically, I'd be pissed. But there's a part in the back of my mind that's like, I haven't played Ghost yet, so I can't solidify that statement yet.
So
fair.
the best game direction goes for Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, Half-Life Alyx, and Last of Us Part 2. And then the big one here, the game of the year.
Same 5.
Nope.
Ooh.
Some of them are in it, but it's not the same 5.
I gotcha.
So game of the year is going, the nominees are Animal Crossing New Horizons from Nintendo, Doom Eternal from ID Software, Final Fantasy VII Remake from Square Enix, Ghost of Tsushima from Sucker Punch, Hades from Supergiant Games, and then Last of Us Part 2 from Naughty Dog.
Okay, so all of those big lists that you just named.
They've all been on other categories.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like the last big ones, like the narrative and all that kind of stuff. Roughly 75% of those games were on.
Oh,
all
everybody
those.
at them companies eating, boy.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
They eating.
So
who, if you had to pick, who you got?
Seeing
just
how
for game of the year.
Seeing how I actually haven't played any of these games.
Same here.
So
I would honestly.
I want to see if it's the same as mine.
If it doesn't go to Last of Us Part 2, I would probably say Hades.
don't hedge your bet. Pick one.
He's right.
My man just left.
You want
the
me to
door
just
open.
go? All right, you think.
Go ahead.
I'm going to say Ghost. And it's predicated on the same exact answer you gave me earlier, which is you don't see a lot of the samurai related stuff
Yeah.
too often anymore.
Yeah, you used to have like
Ninja Gaiden?
Onimusha and Dynasty Warriors. I think had some.
Now,
in it, maybe.
I just said Ninja Gaiden like it was a samurai, but still, it falls in the. Hold on, it still falls in line with the with traditional
I get what you're
Japanese
saying.
related
I get what you're saying.
stuff like that. The thing is
Any like Japanese
Yeah.
style martial arts games that aren't fighting games, you don't see very much.
exactly.
Any Asian-based
Yeah, yeah.
martial arts game. Let's go ahead and just
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
let's just throw it that
And
way.
I'm not saying that that's the
Well,
only reason.
What
it's
I'm saying,
gonna win.
because you mean ninjutsu, you know what I mean, is different
Absolutely.
than, you know what I'm saying. It's part of what they do, but obviously you have ninjutsu, you have like
Right.
like karate, you have a
Right.
whole bunch of different like ones.
Um,
But all right, so I'll probably say Hades. I think Hades, honestly. I think they're gonna be a little bit of a spoiler because, dude, they're
That'd be interesting.
They're in a lot of these really big categories
yeah.
towards the end of this,
Yep.
and I've heard great things about Last of Us. I've heard great things about Ghosts. Obviously, Animal Crossing. It was the perfect thing for the pandemic. I mean, it came out at the perfect time. But Hades, Supergiant Games just came out of nowhere with this game, and it is taking the world by storm. So
I mean, that's fair.
That's why I'm thinking maybe Hades.
there you go. Wait, did
You're
you
gonna
give
go
it-
Last of Us Part
Yeah, I
2.
was gonna say you didn't give us ours or yours. but
that's what my heart would say. But going with
What'd
my
your head
head,
say?
I'm gonna say Ghosts for the same reason that Anthony said. And
well, that was
I
your
haven't
reason.
I haven't. Oh, it was my reason.
That
You're
was
right.
your reason. So I'm gonna say this. He's gonna say the same reason he said earlier.
Now I haven't done a shitload of digging on Ghost of Tsushima to see if there are any gripes at all about the game, anything at all, because Last of Us Part 2 basically gets like a 99.99% out of everybody. But the one thing some people will say that I can attest to now is when you get towards the end of the game, it does feel like they stretch it out a little bit more than they needed to.
I've heard from Alex
Yeah.
from Spaghetti
It's
Boys
just
that it's
longer
the
than it
same.
needed.
It's the same thing though.
Yeah, to me, that's not necessarily a bad thing because I feel like I'm just even more so getting my money's worth. But if you're finally trying to get some closure and finish a game and see the end, when
Absolutely.
you get to the very end is the only time, like everything else feels good. It feels like a perfect amount of time to go through certain things. But when you get towards the end, it's like, I feel like they're like dragging on a section that should have taken maybe like an hour and I'm into like the 4th hour.
Oof.
You know what I mean?
Oof.
But,
Yeah,
but that's also playing a game like me where I search for everything.
Yeah, I know, but still,
So,
that's
yeah.
not bad.
All right, so that's what we have in news. So now we get to go ahead and hear about the Chell playoffs, Last of Us Part 2, and whatever the hell Wes and Anthony are playing. So now we're going to go ahead and tell everybody what we are playing. Yeah, so let me go ahead and tell y'all what I'm playing.
Hell yeah.
I had to go ahead and bring it back calm.
No, go for it.
So in order to test out my Series X with the streaming and everything else, I decided to start messing around with Ori and the Blind Forest. I'm less than 10% in on the game. I will say that. I've only played for maybe about 2.5 hours. But goddamn, is it gorgeous? Is it just absolutely beautiful? I mean, I already talked earlier about the foreground and background, all the stuff.
Right.
And with the colors. And it makes me really, really excited to go ahead and play Will o' the Wisp. Because that one's going to be optimized with the ray tracing. So you're really going to get some saturated colors. And
Yeah.
it's going to be a lot of fun. But I mean, I haven't played a basic standard platformer game, platformer, little shooter, hit 'em type game in a long time.
Yeah.
And this definitely brings back some nostalgia on that thought, but it also gives you a challenge. Because I mean, there's a lot of things that you got to deal with you got to deal with like spiders, these weird little frog things. I mean, because you're dealing with what's called the darkness.
Yeah.
And I mean, Ori is essentially the last of this like tree of light. You know what I mean? It is the it's the last of those particular type of beings. So you're going around and trying to take the light from what the darkness stole to go ahead and bring it like basically back to the tree to go ahead and bring the tree back to life.
That's badass.
And with that, you have different sets of challenges. And in the side-scrolling game, obviously those challenges make it a little more difficult because you don't have the same way of like moving around somebody as normal.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, other than that, honestly, I haven't played a single thing. I mean, besides doing Chell, for the playoffs. My Sundays when I'm editing are still just Borderlands, so I just kind of just mess. Honestly, that's just I just farm at that point. I've been playing a little bit of Fuster Cluck with the guys, but we haven't really moved anywhere to go ahead and actually have me say anything about it.
No, that's fair.
And then, like I said, I'm waiting to go ahead and have a few more people get the DLC or get the season pass too, so I can go ahead and play some arms race because I'm real excited for that. So, what about you?
So I haven't really deviated from what I was playing last time we talked. Since our last podcast, I have beaten Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Nice.
Super short campaign, even with all the side missions, all the collectibles and shit like that.
I mean, I heard before from IGN, I believe it was, that it was like a 7 to 10 hour.
Yep, and even if you play it on the hardest difficulty and you're a completionist, I'm at 13 hours.
Okay.
That's everything all the way through. Yes.
The good thing about games like that is when you read stuff like that, that's like super streamlined. If you have a certain playstyle, like his playstyle is always similar to mine in like every facet. One being if stealth is an option, we go with it, and that always takes longer than people who just go in and do combat. And also we search for everything.
And to be honest, I think I might do a third playthrough. Play it on the easiest difficulty and just go fucking balls to the wall of like just go in and beat them up.
So I think that when they go ahead and give you like that 7 to 10 hour, I look at that more as like, okay, if you're going to be a streamer, you know what I mean? If you're going to go ahead and like stream the game and not necessarily be a completionist, you know what I'm saying? If you're just doing a casual playthrough, that would be just your standard run. And it's a good thing to go ahead and tell streamers to go ahead and play.
But here's my thing: if you're playing it right as a streamer and you're playing it, and say you're just doing like the main mission and then the side missions that go along that coincide with the main mission, that kind of deviate the path you have to take, what difficulty are you playing it on?
I would imagine,
because you know what I'm saying.
That's a damn good question. I've thought about that as well, because I've played like when I ran Resident Evil 2, I went ahead and I played that, I think, on normal.
Right. So
that's not a bad idea when you're a streamer, because you need to think past yourself and you need to think of making it a good experience for the people that are watching. If you make it too easy,
they're not going to want to watch. If you make it too hard,
you got to do the same part over and over again, or whatever. They just lose. It's like, okay, I just kind of want to. So you need to find, if you're streaming. If you have a game that's just easy, normal, hard, normal's probably the way to go. If you have one of those that have 5 that's like very easy, normal, whatever the hell they have after normal, and then hard, maybe somewhere in the middle of normal and hard, but normal's probably your best bet for a streamer.
Okay.
But yeah, so I went into I'm currently in the second playthrough of the new game plus. Basically, you just take your Spider-Man, your Miles Morales from the first game that you played. He has all the stats,
all the upgrades,
all the upgrades that you have done in the first playthrough, in the second playthrough, and then you can actually complete it a little bit further, unlock a little more trophies. There are a couple other stats that you have to play the second playthrough on the new game plus to actually be able to gain for Miles Morales. So that's pretty much all I'm working with right now, and I'm playing it on just like a normal.
Now you sent us pictures of a bunch of the like murals and stuff like that you've seen so far, but there was one that I told you about that you haven't found yet.
Right, so I'm not going to talk about that.
Okay.
Because I am going to find it.
I'm excited to see it because I've made sure not to look at anything.
What he's talking about right now is usually, at least with this game, there's so much cool shit in the city of New York. There was this beautiful Black Lives Matter mural.
That was sick to see.
Yep. Yeah. That they put into the game. It was absolute. If you have the game, play it. It's part of a side mission. You're gonna get a
suit.
A suit by doing the side mission, but it's absolutely a beautiful mural that was put into the game. One of the coolest things I think I've seen. And then the other one is kind of like an unlock for a trophy. It is a trophy.
Okay.
There is a statue of Stan Lee in the city of New York.
That was cool.
Once you interact it, you actually unlock the trophy for it, which was pretty cool. But again, it was one of those things that I took a picture of. I sent to the guys. It's kind of like one of those.
I got a quick question.
Yes.
With that, because you said that was an achievement, right? To find that.
It is a trophy. Yes.
Was the name of it Nuff Said?
I will have to get back to you. I have
because that was his tagline.
I'm pretty well. So like I said, Andy, you might be stopping over, so you'll be able to see it too. But I will take a picture of it if you're not there. I will take a picture of it and I'll send it to you guys of what the actual achievement name was, so you can see what it was. But again, yeah. If you've played the game, if you've already played your first playthrough and you're going to play it on the second playthrough and make it a little bit easier for yourself, take your time, go through the city of New York, walk the streets as Spider-Man. It's cool because you get to interact with the people too. I forgot to mention that last time. They did a really good job of incorporating a lot of beautiful artwork into the game. So highly suggest it.
One thing that I really like that you told me is, well, you told us, is that like with that Black Lives Matter mural, they didn't like, that's something they could have hidden if they want to. Like, you have to find that, because didn't you say there's a suit that like isn't?
There is, correct. It's a suit that you actually, so it's a side mission.
They basically made it a point for you to go ahead and see it.
Yeah, it's not something that they just hid somewhere and like, if you find it, you find it. If not, whatever. Like, that's
No.
obviously something they believed in enough to make it
And that's
right, like front and center,
and that's
in
awesome.
a part of a
Yeah,
mission.
and it's absolute. Again,
It was
if
cool to
you-
see.
Yeah, if you have the game and you play the game and you haven't gotten that far yet, sorry, I might have spoiled it for you, but it's absolutely a beautiful mural.
just make sure you try to find it.
Try to find it, and like I did, I have a picture saved on my phone. Take a picture of it, because you're gonna want to go
Sick.
back to it and take a look at it. It's
Yeah.
it's definitely awesome. Yeah.
So about you?
Oh, shit.
All right, boys
Here
and
we are,
girls, here
man.
we go.
Here we are, man.
Get into it. Let them
I've-
know.
I finished Last of Us Part 2. One, it felt really great because I can't even tell you the last time I actually finished a game.
By the way, he was telling you have like 2 minutes.
Yeah. That's like an award show. They're going to start playing the music.
I'll find music for you.
It was the first time I'd finished a story game in a long time.
Nice.
A super long time. I mean, you and I finished Remnant together, but that was so short.
Yeah, but it was short,
But it was fun. And we
was
played it a
of
lot,
fun.
too.
Yeah, we did.
We played it for like a week straight.
Yeah, hours.
But this is the first time that I had just like a single player adventure game myself that I actually saw all the way through. And outside of what I said earlier about it being a little bit drawn out at the end, I could not have asked for anything more. It was a game that, you don't often get games that actually make you so invested that you don't want to play anything else. Like, the guys want to play Chell. I don't want to play Chell right now. I really want to finish this. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
And I've seen you on there to where that like I'll go on to play like God of War, and then I'll see you on Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get, and the fact that I forget who plays them, but Ellie and Abby, the fact that they're both up for an award in the same damn category, like they definitely did a great job in that game of bringing their characters to life and actually, making things believable. Nothing seemed forced.
Yeah.
And one thing that was cool that I saw was that I didn't realize that some outside of actually I don't even know if Ellie is the actual person, but a lot of the people from that game, they used they scanned them, they mocap them for the game, but they're not actually the ones doing the voice or anything like that. So there's actually YouTube channels
Yes,
of the
I know
people,
exactly what
of
you're
the
talking
people
about.
that they used for that, watching people play the game and actually seeing what happened, because it's not like they told them.
Yeah.
Like they're
Yeah.
just using what they look like.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it was
I
pretty
think they
dope.
did the same thing with Horizon.
With Aloy.
Yeah.
I believe so.
I'm sure Alex is going to tell me otherwise,
But it's a great mix of combat and puzzles, and I love the stealth aspect. Like, it's a game it's tailor made for him because, like I said, he plays the same way.
I love stealth games.
He plays the same way.
If I have an option to be quiet, it's happening.
And
yeah.
and it's one of those games where, and I was going to bring this up when we were talking about difficulties
Yeah.
in games. A lot of games these days, even on normal, they're hard.
Yeah.
Last of Us Part 2 on normal, because that's what I played it on, or maybe they call it moderate. I forget what the hell they call it. It's hard.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I like that.
Me too. I like it a lot. Like I like knowing that like I'm getting, it's a perfect mix of like, because there's plenty of things that can kill you in one hit.
Yeah.
So
Question for you. So are you doing a second playthrough?
I am, because me, completionist trophy
Are
hunter.
you doing it, though, on the hardest difficulty?
I can't do it on the hardest difficulty yet because it's one of those games where you have to beat it on the. It's like when you play Uncharted.
Right, so
and
you
have to
played
play
it on
crush.
moderate. You have to play it on hard before you can unlock the hardest difficulty.
Correct.
That's so... I mean, I get it. It's silly.
It's like how they did it in Uncharted. You have to beat the
Yep.
game on crushing before you can unlock brutal.
That's crazy.
They did the same thing
are
with
you
the Resident
gonna-
Evil games too, right?
Are you going to attempt that?
I'm going to attempt it. The good thing is you can that's not part of platinuming, getting the platinum trophy. for
Oh,
the game,
good. That's good.
Which is good. The only thing you need to platinum the game is you have to play it on New Game Plus, because you find workbench, because everything, like I
Just
said,
like me.
it's action
I'm
adventure.
at 89%. I need fucking like 5 more, not even 5 more trophies.
It's action adventure with RPG elements. So you find these workbenches where you can upgrade your guns, you can upgrade your skill trees and stuff like that.
That's
but
crazy.
in order to fully upgrade all your skill trees and all your guns, you need a second playthrough.
Yep, just like me.
So-
Fuck. Thank you, PlayStation, for playability, though.
Yeah, I mean, for sure.
All right, now real quick, I'm gonna go ahead and be the novice because I actually don't know what the hell y'all talking about. You said some type of New Play Plus or something like that.
Okay, so basically,
You've never played a game with New Game Plus, really?
No.
Okay, so I'll break it down for you really quick. So yeah, and here's the thing. What's really cool about the concept, and it seems like maybe it's a PlayStation. I don't fucking know. Anyway,
No, it can't just be.
it can't be. So here's the thing. Let's say you play Miles Morales, and you just wanna experience the story and do the side missions and the collectibles and stuff like that, and just kind of take it easy, make it super easy, playable, fun for you, your first go through, because you want to at least try and complete as many of the trophies or as much as the story and enjoy as much of it as you can without it being difficult. You unlock all the suits that you can. You unlock all the skill tree up to a certain point that you can, all that kind of stuff. And now, to unlock the skill trees further and other parts of the RPG elements that have to do with Miles Morales, and it's probably the same for him, you have to play basically a second playthrough, but it's considered a new game plus. Basically, that takes all of the elements from the first game, all of the skill tree that you have already unlocked, all the suits, all that kind of shit, that little bit of RPG element that you have in the game, then takes that, balls it up for you, and says, here you go. You start off as a badass motherfucker in the second playthrough.
Okay, so you're talking about
Everything carries over.
True Vault Hunter mode.
Okay, so yeah, there you go. Boom. Everything carries over. Yes.
Basically, everything
Okay.
everything you've collected
All right.
carries over.
I'm fine. I'm good with it now. It's just like when you're
It's
talking
just-
about it, I'm
it's
like, I'm
named
thinking in my
differently.
head going, these guys are really familiar with this term, and I know nothing.
No, I mean that's fair. It was a solid question. That's a fair question.
It's so normal now, and it is more normal to me. I haven't had an Xbox in a while, so maybe it could have been a Sony thing.
I know with the UI with the PS5, with certain games you have certain achievements. You know what I mean? In order to unlock them, or if it was like a difficult thing to deal with, you can pull up a little thing and go ahead. You can kind of watch like a little video.
So, you're not wrong. It's fucking awesome. By the way, just a caveat off of that really quick. Excuse me, I just had a little burpy bubble. That was weird. When you're playing through the game, if you pause it and then you hit the PlayStation button to see, it'll show you how far you are progress-wise in that mission. Yeah. So, like, if you're 80-some% done the mission...
I saw that with the UI demo because they did that with Sackboy.
It is outstanding. It's such a cool... It's just one of those little pieces they threw in there, but it's really cool. Yeah. Really cool.
Now, I don't know if it's the same with Miles Morales, but in some games that I play... Because Last of Us Part 2 is not even close to the first game I've ever played with a New Game Plus mode. But the way it works in Last of Us Part 2 is you have to get, like, once you start the game back over, you do have to get to a certain point. I think maybe like an hour and you have to get to a certain checkpoint, and then once you get there, everything that you've gotten from the first playthrough comes in. So
no.
Where you would start the game with a pistol.
Miles is just off the gate.
Miles is, here you go. Here's everything you just unlocked. Pick what you want and fucking be a badass.
It makes sense the way they do it in Last of Us Part 2 because it takes a while before you get your first gun.
Okay. So here's the thing. So I guess so for your second playthrough, is it like basically the tutorial mode is when after you're done the whole tutorial mode is when they like give you everything that you already unlocked?
But yeah, basically when you get to, because the game is broken up into different
segments, categories.
Yeah, I guess you could call them
chapters
or whatever.
Chapters works.
And when you get to a certain chapter where you get a bag that can hold like more guns and stuff like that, rather than just having the pistol you would normally have, you'll have everything that you had.
That's still
including all the things because you have to collect things along the way to craft everything. So
I can get behind that though. That's not terrible.
Yeah, no, it's been great.
That's awesome.
We
got so off topic.
Yeah, but no,
we're still on topic. I mean, what are we playing? We're talking about.
Yeah, a valid question. But yeah, if I've said it once, I've said it a million times, and I'll say it a million more times. If you do not play that game, you're doing yourself a very humongous disservice.
I will.
We say that about any game that's up for Game of the Year.
And look, I need to finish God of War before I start the first Last of Us because I want to play the first one before I get to the second
Yeah,
one.
I was just about to
So-
say that.
And since
Play the first
since
one.
I already went ahead and got the free, I mean, I got it for free. I mean, during one of the
The remastered one.
yeah.
This sumbitch was so close too because I used to watch him play the first one. He got like halfway through, or like 3/4 of the way through.
So so I'm definitely excited to go ahead and mess around with it.
Yeah.
But we've been going on a run,
Where are we running to?
doing a little playoff run.
Well, up until
last
you
night?
stopped twitching, that's when shit went to hell.
Yeah, bro. What the fuck? You hopped off and we started losing. You were on the whole time and we were fucking lights out, dog.
Oh yeah, we lost the next 2 games after you logged off.
oh really?
And
oh shit.
And so I felt bad last night too because I was like, bro, I'm getting off. I just can't do this to myself anymore. And he paused for a second. He was like, all right, bye. Like he was ready to keep going to
Oh, I was
try and
ready to
make this
fuck-
push.
I was ready to
and I
fuck.
was just like, bro, I was at the point of defeat where I was like, no, I'm done. Now,
Yeah.
however, if you're not doing anything tonight or you're not doing anything tonight, I'm down to make that push again.
I'll be on him. I'm always on.
So
I'll see what I'm doing. I mean, I did actually start trying to make a little bit of plans of playing something else with some people that I haven't thrown down on in a while. So
and that's fair. Is it on Xbox or PlayStation?
no, it's on PlayStation.
Oh, we'll fucking bring everybody in the party and we'll all fucking chit chat.
Yeah.
Yes. See, I like that. I'm
Yeah,
cool with
but
that.
yeah. So all right. So what's our ranking now?
Yeah. See, here's the thing. So
shit.
we got
Because we were
ourselves-
at like I think we were at 187.
Well, we made it to
no,
67.
No, no. I'm saying when I jumped off,
Oh, fair.
we were at like 187 or 199 or something like that. Oh, we're that far back. Oh fuck, are we in like 200s? Yeah. Fuck.
260.
Oh.
Which means from not playing until the next time we play,
We're
we'll
gonna be in the 300s.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be in the 300s.
Yeah, we need to make a big push.
And it's because the teams we lost to were so far
back.
underneath us. As soon
Yeah.
as you got off, we lost the game, I think 2-1. And then the
that
last
sucks.
game, we just got spanked. It was like 5-1 or 6-1 or so. I think 5-1.
Me and Anthony, we're going to continue to tell you, change your fucking angle
yeah.
so you can get these fucking.
And if you don't change your
If you
angle,
have, dude, if you have 5 breakaways a game, yeah, I mean, we need to do something about that.
well, here's the thing: if you don't change your angle, change your play style. Not
got-
your play
it's gotta
style,
be-
but
it's
your
gotta be
play
the-
your
It's
style.
the player is the only thing that I can try and do.
Try to do something different. I have
That's-
so look. Here's the thing: I have a sniper and a dangler, and those are the only 2 that I stick to. And depending on my play style for that night, because it varies. Because there's times where I'm a dangler and I'm fucking phenomenal. I'm lights out. I can fucking dipsy doodle somebody, fucking snipe somebody top cheddar on the wherever you want it. And the thing is, if there's times where I'll start off as a dangler because I played a dangler, right? The night before I played as that same play style, played great. First game, I shit the bed. I look like shit. I can't make moves. I can't make a shot. I'll switch to the sniper like I did last night. And I'm doing the same thing. I'm making moves. I'm getting open. I'm fucking making shots. So I think you need to give yourself a second outlet for a different player.
I think you're giving that camera angle a little too much credit.
Well,
that and Wes,
boy,
I think you
I'm-
need to give yourself a second play style too.
Bruh,
Well, I mean, I have 2-way forward and sniper. I mean those are
Okay,
the 2
so
that
there
I
you go.
have.
I'll
So
tell
you
you
need
what,
to
bruh.
pick a second one.
I've been playing Shell for a long
I understand
time.
you've been playing Shell for a long time, but
But
amongst
here's-
all
but-
sorts of different cameras.
But hang on a second though, because with that, and look, and I mean, I tried that angle that you had, and I actually changed. I changed mine to dynamic low instead of just low, and I like it a little bit better.
Look, that's what I do
But-
in franchise mode.
But yeah, but
It's a good one.
once again, you will be able to still make the passes because I make passes you don't even think they're possible to make, and I make them.
Yeah, and
that's-
here's another thing.
and my angle is nowhere near what you play.
I'm
as.
going off of what he said. I play in fucking action mode, and I still make beautiful fucking passes. And by the way, action mode follows the puck, not the player, and I still make big ass hits, beautiful fucking plays, and dime ass passes. So what's your excuse?
Bro,
I-
I average like 3 more assists per game than y'all do. Y'all make good ones, but I make 4 times that.
but that's the point.
Yeah, but
I'm a
The whole thing
scorer.
about it though is that you
now you're about to hit the nail on the head. I think we're making this too difficult. There's no reason why you can't get 5 breakaways a game. I don't get them by making moves.
Anthony sits in the center though.
But that's what I'm saying. All we
he's
need to do is
in our-
rotate that a little bit.
in our defensive lineup. I mean, when we're in the defensive zone, he normally sits more towards the goalie and everything. You're normally sitting a lot higher. So, so that way, when we go ahead and pass out, that's why you get as many breakaways as you do.
What I'm saying is he's used to left wing already because as soon as you hop off, he goes right to left wing and I'm right wing. All I got to do is switch to center, let him be left wing, and then he'll get 5 breakaways a game. And then if he
I
starts
see what
going,
he's saying. He's not wrong.
Then if he starts going 2 for 35, we talk about how his camera angle's fucked up.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong. I'm merely talking about what we have been currently going through, though. What we've been currently going through, I think.
Look,
I do think that if
way.
you go more into the angle that you use when you play, you know what I mean, your franchise.
Yeah.
I truly think that, you know what I mean, that you will, yes, you might not be able to see the passes exactly the way you want to see them, but with taking that away, you will go ahead and be able to score the goals that we need you to score in order to go ahead and actually dominate these games.
And that's right off of what he said. So we're not attacking you. We're trying to help you. We're trying to lift you up, dog. So the thing is
it's an intervention on podcast.
On podcast, yeah. We do interventions now, so just reach out and we'll help out. I need you to score on those breakaways because there's nights like last night. And don't take this wrong, because you do score your goals when we need them, like that overtime goal. Fucking
huge
lifesaver.
Huge.
It's huge, by the way. I did the Trump hands and the weird face. But anyway, there's times where, like last night, we had that game where we won 6-1. I had 4 out of the goals and I had 2 assists, so I had 6 points on on those 6 goals. The thing is there's nights where I'm the guy that does all the scoring, whether you're passing me the puck or the computer is or Wes is, or it doesn't matter. But on those breakaways, they happen. You're good for at least 3 to 4 breakaways in one game.
Oh, dude, my average is like 4.
But the thing is you're not scoring on any of them.
No, I counted last night. I went 1 for 31.
Exactly. We need you to score at least 50% of the time on those, and you're not.
But this is what I'm saying. Since you had the idea,
yeah,
because this is basically just a way to test the theory.
This is what I really think.
Wouldn't it be a better way to test the theory by you changing your angle and just change your camera and just seeing what we do?
Well, no, the original theory that
I
it would
would
be
keep
easier.
the camera angle.
Kangle.
Well, I stopped because he started talking, and I didn't want to be like,
Okay.
oops.
God.
But anyway, I don't think it's this time around. I don't think it's the camera angle. I think it's the play style. I think he needs to change his player style to something. Yes, he's a playmaker, but he likes to dangle. So I think he needs to, but he likes to shoot when he gets in close. But this year's game, like he said last night, there's no backhand. There's no backhand rating. It's based off of his wrist shot.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he needs to do a sniper or a play style that has a higher shooting percentage I can't even talk today. Percentage than the dangler. That's what I think you need to look for. Not necessarily a sniper, but something that has a higher shot percentage than what you're using.
Like I said, if your theory pans out, I have no problem doing it. I'm just saying the easiest way to test it, because you're already comfortable being a sniper, and
fair.
I'm already comfortable being a dangler. If I just switch to center, let you get the 5 to 6 breakaways a game. If you start scoring 50% of them, okay, I'm gonna change myself to a sniper. We can go back to what we're used to.
I mean, that's fair.
You know what I mean? Just to see if it actually works.
We could do that. Wes, you stay left wing. I'll take right.
There's no
you
way
center.
you're not gonna get, because you get
You
more
want me to stay
breakaways.
left?
Yeah, you're probably more comfortable there. I can play left, right, or center.
I just got to remember what fucking color I am. That's all.
Green. You're green. I'm
No,
red,
it's
and right is blue.
I still feel like it was smarter for you to be.
Nope.
No, I guess not.
Because I'm a right-handed shot, and if I come down the right wing,
I'm just thinking about that one out of every like 50 times we actually get the opportunity to get that play.
But the
off
thing
the
is,
right dot.
is he doesn't know how to pass it over to me. I know how to pass it over to him for him to get that shot
All right,
off.
fair enough. And
so
he can shoot it.
Exactly, and he can shoot it. So I can pick up that right wing position. No problem.
Yeah, because the beautiful thing is you're actually, as a sniper, going to be a tiny bit faster than me.
I am
and
faster than you.
4 out of every 5,
in the game, let's be realistic.
3 out of every 5 breakaways I get is just straight lining up the boards.
I know.
And then I have enough time to work with.
Because usually either I'm making the pass or Wes is,
Yeah.
and I'm watching that beautiful pass.
So now I'll be the center, just passing it up to you and see how that works. Because, I assume it'll work out better, because as of right now, you only get maybe like 5 breakaways a night, but you score on one of them. I get 31 and I get 1.
So just to break it down for you, you're right. I have roughly 5 to 6 a night. I score on 50% of them. That's what I need you to do, dog. Because you got 30. If you could score on fucking 15 of them, bro, we are winning a handful of the games that we would normally lose.
Well, I will say, with a week's worth of chill ahead of us, we are definitely going to be able to go ahead and tell the crew members
what happens.
What happens.
Yeah,
from
we'll
here.
be able to test. We'll be able to test this theory out. Because I'll tell you what, I'll get you 5-6 breakaways a game.
I know you will. I'm not
Easy
worried about that.
Easy.
All right, so I feel like that's the end of the show.
Yeah, we'd be right. But hey, you know what? Before we finish the show, why don't I let you guys know where you can find us?
Absolutely.
Sound good?
Give it to him.
All right, so this is how you can always connect with CGC. We have our Twitter, which is at Console Crew. You can then reach us on our website, which also has our Gmail attached to it, which is consolegamingcrew@gmail.com. The website is www.consolegamingcrew.com. We finally got our YouTube channel going the route we want. It's going to slowly pan itself out to get smoother and smoother as we go along, because this is one of those video editing things that we're learning as we're going along, so it's going to be good, which is Console Gaming Crew. Again, you can check us out on YouTube. We've got our Hot Ones inspired video we did. We've got our 2 unboxings
for the PlayStation,
PlayStation and the Xbox Series X. This is why I talk at the end and not you, Wesley.
My brain is still done.
His brain looks like it fell out of his asshole. And then you can check us out on our Instagram, which we're slowly getting back into going in the right direction again, which is Console Gaming Crew. We do surprisingly still have a Facebook, which is Console Gaming Crew as well.
Don't look at us there. I'm just kidding.
And again, we are doing our Twitch. Wes is our go-to guy. We're trying to get everything we need in place for him to be the go-to guy.
We had a great night.
We did
with
have
streaming, dude. Yo, we had
last night.
We had like an average of like 5 people at all times.
Yeah, we did.
It was awesome.
So for you folks, that doesn't sound like a lot. For us, that's amazing.
For us, it's fucking incredible.
It's fucking insane. And he is Dragon_CGC. We have Andy, who is Scooby CGC. We have me, the awkward fuck in the bunch, which is CGC _ Squishy. That's right, Squishy Soprano. Again, those are all the locations you can find us. I say this all the time during the podcast or close to the end of the podcast. Reach out to us by mail, regular handwritten mail or typewriter style mail. Again, you can reach us at any one of the locations that I just listed, and we'll give you the address where you can send it. Again, it's one of those things. If you actually do this, we will read it on our following podcast. So yeah, reach out to us. You know what I mean?
And also, other than reaching out to us, let's go ahead and have everybody make sure they rate and review at Apple Podcast, and also Podchaser, and Amazon Music is another one.
5 stars.
5 stars, 1 star. Just reach out. Let us know how we're doing. I want to touch base on this one more time. Spaghetti Policy.
Yes.
Tots. Toys for Tots.
Yes, Spaghetti Policy. Which Spaghetti Policy is doing the Toys for Tots run for Tennessee, which is amazing. It is Spaghetti Policy Podcast at gmail.com.
Correct. Yep.
The deadline for getting toys down there is December.
It's December 4th.
It's December 4th. So
Yeah.
please, if you want to go ahead and contribute,
please
email them now, so
Yeah.
that way you can go ahead and get something down there as soon as you
100%.
can.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure, because I know we talked about it in the beginning of the show,
Yeah.
but I want to touch base on it at the end of the show, because
because it matters.
It matters to all of us here in the studio. It's near and dear to our heart.
Yes.
And again, just reach out, and let's all together, let's make that change for these kids that
May not have
that's so needed, especially in this time that we're all going
100%.
through. All right.
All right, so
hell yeah.
Until next time, as always, stay safe, wash your hands.
Game on.
Game on, y'all.